Good evening. Welcome to the Tomorrow Adventures. Good evening, good evening. Kaoru, thank you for being first. And thanks for the check-in. Lazuker, is it Lazuker? Is that how you pronounce it? Thank you for being first, welcome in. Sorry, not first. Thank you for the check-in, welcome in for the first check-in. Toby, thank you for the lurk. Is this French? Is this is this French? Third, mayhaps? Nar, welcome in, Momo. Long time no see. I haven't seen you in a while. JP, sorry. I saw your comment on Twitter. Sorry, I did to be fair, I did start like 2 minutes earlier than I said I would start, so you're not in the wrong for being a little late. Choco, welcome! Good to have you. It's been a bit. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you. How are you doing? I just got home a bit ago. I need to clean up. Nice. Yes, do take your time. We're gonna have a chill day. And we are simulcasting to YouTube for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. I don't really know. I think it'll just kind of be easy to archive, and I have a friend who just likes to watch on Twitch. On YouTube. So it's mostly for my friend to be like, for it to be easier to watch, I guess. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah. And also, if you don't have Twitch Turbo, I'm just saying, if you don't have Twitch Turbo, you don't have ads on YouTube. Like, YouTube doesn't do pre-roll ads or mid-roll ads unless you turn them on. So if you're like, if you keep getting Taco Bell ads and you don't want to hear it, then it might be good to watch like lurky things on YouTube if you don't care about channel points and stuff. just a thought there. Hey, it's been a while. I've been pretty busy. Tell me what's been going on in your life if you would like to share. But it's good to have you again. Yes. Ooh, hello YouTube. Yeah, hello YouTube. I imagine it'll be pretty quiet in there because I don't have an audience there, question mark. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah, how has everyone else been? Let's catch up a little bit before we start. Yeah, obviously I've been traveling a lot. Other people have also been to Offkai and whatnot. Momo was traveling as well. Yeah, what's everyone else been up to? I imagine students, you're out of school at this point. Any graduates in the audience? That would be fun. Let me send this link to my friend. I think I got it. Perfect. And if we're having any audio issues, please let us know. One thing about streaming on YouTube though is that you have to make thumbnails, and I'm not a thumbnail making girly. So what's something that my friends do though is they buy templates for YouTube thumbnails on Booth from like Japanese creators, and that sounds really interesting, doesn't it? Like just like piecemeal, how do I say, you get to pick out the elements like the borders and the background and little accessories and stuff, and you can like accessorize your thumbnail as you need. That sounds interesting. That's something I might look into. Though a lot of them are in Japanese, of course, like zatsudan, karaoke, so on and so forth. Okay, hold on. Let me turn on my light. Turn on my lights. Hi. I started streaming as a VTuber under a different alias, and I'm in a relationship now. Wow! Very busy, very busy. Ooh, I wonder if I'll come across you. If you don't mind, then DM me your new thing so I can follow you. But if you want to keep anonymous, then don't worry about it. Yeah, speaking of which, my VTuber mama, my model mama, actually recently stepped away from her present persona, I guess, and is going to start streaming as a different persona. So it'll be like sad to watch her go, but glad that she's moving on to greener pastures, and hopefully it's that she's in, you know, a body that she's more comfortable with, etc., etc. Nari, welcome in. Hello, good to have you. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I saw Nari at Offkai. Yes, yes, yes. Natalie, hello! Welcome, welcome! Yes. Oh, I'm hanging in there. Whoa. Yeah, I'm sure tired from travels and stuff. Are you going to AX by chance? Or just Offkai? I'm not going, so... But I know some people are. I can also mention it here if you're okay with it, but I can also DM yes. Oh yeah, whatever you're comfortable with. Here is okay too, I don't mind. Thanks for asking. And when we go to AX, yeah, it's hot. It's hot in LA. I attended AX as a teenager a few times, and it was not as bad then. But once I entered like undergrad era, oh man, it's so crowded and hot over there. I unfortunately joined the sick and ill party post Offkai. That's right, you're one of the people who got COVID. Oh my gosh. And like literally like all the times I saw Nutty, they were always masked up. Always masked up. One of the most diligent maskers at the con and still got COVID. So tragic. I'm so sorry to hear. Hope you feel better soon. I really hope you feel better soon. I know being sick sucks. Just like having the clogged sinuses and all of that. Sick and twisted of COVID to descend upon me during Pride Month. I know that's so homophobic. Plug in my tea heater. Not COVID, oh no. Yeah, I know. It's Vaida VT. I've only streamed Fantasy Life so far. Hold on a second. Have I heard of that name before? Or am I thinking about Wumbo? Because they both start with a W. Is that on Twitter? It is. You follow me. Excellent. I follow back. Aha! Actually, I do remember coming across this. I was like, who followed me? Who is this? Okay, I wish I could like make notes to myself on... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna DM you, like, reminder to self. You know how in Discord, you can go into somebody's profile and like make little notes about them? So I'll be like, oh... Galaxy Brain, that's my friend Sam, or something like that. But you can't do it on Twitter. So I just went into our DMs just to remind myself if I ever forgot somehow. Yes. I am known to be a little forgetful. Nice. Okay, cool. I think we can get started. We can do the thing. Shall we go over to our other screen? Jajan! These fonts are pretty big on screen now that I look at them, but hopefully that just means that they're easy to read. Just easy to read. Oh yeah, the notes are great. I'm also forgetful. Exactly. Alright, yes, welcome to my little show and tell, my little travel recap for the month of June. There was lots of travel in June. I don't usually make these, but we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna do it. And if it's fun, we'll do it again, you know, because I do travel quite a lot. Wow, the water is so Miku colored. Yeah, the water and the nature was gorgeous. So yes, I went to Vancouver on, I think it's like the 13th to the 15th or 16th or something. And then I went to Offkai the weekend after. So I'm going to be going through stuff from Vancouver first, and then we will go on to Offkai. Yes, so if you're only interested in Offkai talk, then come back in like an hour. Let's get started. Okay, Vancouver day one. Wah! So that's, I think we flew out on a Friday. I took the day off, flew out on a Friday. As you can see on the right over here, can you see my cursor? Oh, no, you can't, darn it. As you can see, I have my Switch Lite playing Fantasy Life. My Switch Lite playing Fantasy Life. And that was a really, really lovely time to just have like an extended period of time to dedicate myself to playing Fantasy Life. And then they actually had, you can kind of see the wrapper over here. They had different cookies than usually I get on airplanes. Usually they give Biscoff, right? Usually they give Biscoff cookies, but they had this like chocolate shortbready sort of cookie. So that was yummy. And then I tried Clamato for the first time. Has everyone heard of this? Because I had never seen this before. Has everyone else heard of this? Hell yeah, Fantasy Life's great. Fantasy Life is so good, you guys. You have to, like, everybody, if you like life sims, like you like Animal Crossing, you like Harvest Moon, you like that kind of thing, Fantasy Life is the new big one. It's so good. And the quality of life features are so comfy. Yeah, it's really great. It's a very satisfying game. Is it like the tomato / vegetable drink? Yes, it's tomato, clamato, right? So I got maybe because I got the one that says extra spicy, because that's the only one that they had. I was told like, oh yeah, it's good. It's just like a tomato drink. And I was like, cool, tomato juice. I like tomato juice. Sometimes I'll grate some tomatoes on like a grater, mix a little bit of honey in it, and I'll have little tomato juice at home, you know? That's yummy. So I tried it, and like straight up, it's ketchup. It's ketchup juice. It's super salty, and it's ketchup juice. Hold on, I'm gonna put my glasses on. It's ketchup juice, you guys. Insane. I looked on the back, and like one bottle, like one can, has 580 milligrams of sodium in it. It was super salty. So that was quite an experience on the plane. Oh no, yeah. It's okay. I mean, I finished it because I was like, you know what? My first clamato, I'm gonna power through it. But it was super salty. I had to ask for water afterwards. I've played Fantasy Life since on the 3DS. I've been such a huge fan since. Yeah, I didn't have a 3DS, but I would have played for sure. I can only imagine what it was like on the 3DS. Okay, you sit down. Hold on, I sip of water. This is the Vancouver airport. It's really nice. I didn't actually get to spend any time in it aside from the lounge, but like they have lots of like mini museum exhibit things. This cute whatever is over here going on, this little mini river running through the seating area, very cute. And then we took a shuttle. We took a train to our Airbnb, which was in downtown Vancouver. And our Airbnb host, y'all, I don't have any pictures of like the rooms and stuff, but our Airbnb host was so sweet. He was the sweetest guy I've ever met. So he like, first of all, welcomed us in. He's like, yeah, I'll come greet you and open the door for you instead of just giving you the keys and piecing out, you know? He like, you know, helped us bring our bags up, welcomed us into the home. He like gave us a little tour, and he was like, here's a little shelf of complimentary snacks if you just like feel hungry or if you want to take some on your flight back. And I bought you some donuts so that like, because I thought you might be hungry after your trip, after your flight. And I was like, oh my god, you're right, I am hungry. You're so right. LeBron James's feet. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining the party. What a good host. I know, he was so good. He was like, and there's coffee here, and I got you some water bottles to get you started, and I got you these like custom Vancouver is beautiful stickers that I made myself because I just like want people to really like the city, and I really think of myself as like a what do you call it, an ambassador for the city. And I got these house slippers custom made that have Vancouver embroidered on them, and they were not like flimsy disposable slippers. They were like nice fluffy slippers. It was incredible. This guy was incredible. Yeah, the Airbnb had really good reviews, and now I'm like, I see why, you know? And you see the little paper on the table right there? He had printed out a bunch of like local recommendations and stuff, just in case you didn't know where to go, you know? And he was like, yeah, and text me anytime if you ever have any questions or want any recommendations. Anyways, he was so sweet. I've never had an Airbnb experience like that. It was so cute. Oh my gosh. Faith in humanity for sure. Mr. Sangha, welcome in. How are you? Good to have you. Yes, we're going over our Vancouver trip. I was just gushing to everybody about how sweet our Airbnb host was. And by the way, these donuts, delicious. Delicious. So good. Oh my gosh. I'm good about to play Peek with friends. I don't know what Peek is, but have fun. Have fun. If you would like to lurk, you're free. But if you want to go have fun with friends, then please go have fun. Oh, I'm going to Vancouver next month. Hey, nice. Yeah, here, maybe it'll be good to go through rewatch the VOD after all for the Vancouver recommendations. But yeah, so we settled down, and because I was a little hungry, so we ate the donuts. I had brought tea from home. I had brought like little samples of tea that I had gotten from a local tea festival that I'd gone to recently, and so we had like a nice pot of tea and the donuts, and it was a really good start to the thingy. Yeah. Finally a Dota stream I can make, and we're talking about my country. Let's go! Duck, welcome! I'm so sorry my streams have been so late recently and you haven't been able to make it. Really glad you're here, and happy 19 months! How incredible! Yes, welcome back. Duck, yeah! Yes, we're talking about Vancouver! Which is okay. This is funny. So we like rested a little bit in the Airbnb, and then we had a full day ahead of us, even though it was already like 5 p.m. But so Momo, our Momo, was in Vancouver like days before we were, because she was going to Alaska. And so as she was on her cruise to Alaska, we could literally see her on our phone on the like Find My Friends, moving further away into the sea. So we're like, oh, I wonder if we can overlap with Momo somehow, and we can like look around. But no, Momo was slowly sailing away from us into the Pacific Ocean. Into the north. So I thought that was just very comedic. I thought I'd share that here. Yes, sir. First, Momo went to play with mermaids. I guess so. Though, I guess so. Wait, didn't they call manatees mermaids back in the day? Like they thought they were like manatees. Yeah. I was gonna say like the north sounds kind of cold for mermaids, but like there's probably manatees maybe if you go far up enough. Yes, long time. Yeah, long time for both of you. Glad you can make it. Glad we're streaming a little bit earlier today, I guess. Okay, Vancouver, day 1. First order of food business. I really like to eat local food when I travel. A narwhal, so trans mermaid. Yeah, let's go. Narwhal and manatee ? What did we do? Oh, yes. I really like to eat local food when I travel. So, like, for example, if there's a good pizza place, I'm like, unless they're known for their pizza and it's like a specific type of pizza, we have pizza at home, you know what I mean? So I really try foods and restaurants that I don't have near home. So we went to try a chain called Japa Dog. They have a brick and mortar, but this was one of their carts, like their hot dog carts. But it's Japanese flavors inspired hot dogs. Yeah, and some like other snacks and stuff. They actually had poutine. I didn't even notice that. They have takoyaki. Oh, wow. But we got some hot dog. They have like tonkatsu hot dog, karaage hot dog, wagyu, teriyaki mayo, teri mayo, kurobuta, okonomiyaki style, like, all those things. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. And it's like a chain that's like all around downtown and some other places in Vancouver. So we went to check it out. It was apparently founded in Vancouver. Yeah. So we went, my friend and I both got the oroshi, the kurobuta oroshi. Because there was a little signage on here, you can't really read it, but it says popular among Japanese customers. So I was like, oh, it must be like well suited for the Asian palate. So I went to try that. It was really good, yeah. It was like just like a hot dog, like a decent hot dog with the shredded, like ground up shredded ? Radish, and like a little bit of that like shoyu-y like sauce. It was pretty good. Yeah, it had like, it cut through the greasiness of the pork, and made it like kind of refreshing. It was nice. But what was funny is like both me and my friend had just had like 2 cups of tea and a donut, right? And so we were like, well, we're not that hungry right now. So should we get 1 hot dog or should we get 2 hot dogs, you know? And so I asked the guy like working the stand, and I walked up to the man running the stand and I asked him, hey, how big are these hot dogs? You know? And he was like, they're just hot dog sized. And I'm like, no. I am American. A hot dog size can mean like 6 inches or it can be like 12 inches. I need you to show me with your hands how big are these hot dogs. Yeah, it turns out they're more like 6 inches. So I was like, okay. We can get 1 each. I also got their yuzu matcha lemonade. Yuzu matcha lemonade. It was super good, actually. It was really, really good. It was like the sweet sourness of the lemonade plus like the bitterness and the bitterness of the yuzu and the matcha. Like it really came together. I really liked it. Yeah, I think that this was probably maybe the most satisfying day of food that we had. Yeah, they always say it's 6 inches. Duck, please. Yes, so that was our hot dog. And then we ate while we were walking to the waterfront. So you can just like, because Vancouver is like fairly surrounded by beach and like waterfront and stuff, you can just walk straight and then there's water, right? Especially downtown because it's sandwiched with water on both sides. It's like a peninsula. Yeah, it's a peninsula. So this is the waterfront in, oh shoot, I forget what the area is called. Gasville? Gas something. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. But what we are currently looking at is the Vancouver Convention Center. Gastown, there it is, Gastown. Hi, Donkey, welcome. Donkey's the friend that I went traveling with. Yeah, so this is the thing. And we're like, ooh, water. Hold on, is my thingy on? Okay, it is, good. All right, and then we were just like finish up our food and then walking by the waterfront, and we came across a fleet of seaplanes. You know, like in Animal Crossing New Horizons, the little blurb that they say when they fly, they're like, oh, we're gonna make a water landing, but don't worry, it's a seaplane. And I was like, oh look, it's a real seaplane. It's a real seaplane. Yeah, so that was cool to see. And then you know what's more than that? You don't just have boats. You don't just have seaplanes. You have a sea chevron. A sea gas station. Look at that. Have you ever seen anything like it? I thought that was cute. That's new to me, right? Right though. I thought that was cute. So we laughed at that for a little bit. Saw a little heron friend, maybe a heron friend. There were lots of unfamiliar birds around here, like birds that we don't have in my area of North America. So that was it. That was really exciting. I took lots of pictures of birds. You'll see several. And then from here, we are walking towards Stanley Park and their seawall walk. So this is like going towards Stanley Park. There was a nice little, what do you call it? We have great blue herons. Oh, do we? Yeah. Give me all the bird pics. Yeah. I also, I won't dox myself here too much, but I'll show you more pictures, Momo. I'll give you bird pics. Don't worry about that. But yes, a nice little lily pond, and then look, they had fuzzy bees. In my area, we only have like honeybee bees where they look kind of waspy and they're like smooth and not fuzzy, right? But they had all of their bees are so fuzzy and cute. Look at I couldn't get like a nice photo because they move around so much, so I couldn't get like a nice one. But yeah, I have fuzzy bees. I was really excited. You don't have fuzzy bees? No. Well, currently where I live, we have some fuzzy bees, but where I grew up, we had no fuzzy bees. You know what, y'all? I think I might have told you this before, but did you know, growing up, I thought the typical like clip art drawing of a bee where it's like a round guy with little stripes, I thought that was like fake. I was like, no, bees don't look like that. Bees look like wasps. And that's just like a simplified version of a bee just to make it easy for kids to draw, you know? And then I went and visited my friends somewhere, and then I saw like a round, fuzzy, cute bee, and I was like, oh, they're real? They're real? Like I was like fully at least 22 years old when I found out that there are actually fuzzy bees. They actually exist, and they actually have like fuzzy butts, you know? I'm now learning they are not a global bee type. Yeah, there's lots of different types of bees, but I had, in my previous neighborhood, I guess, I had like honeybee bees. Yeah. Yes. So yes, this is the Stanley Park seawall. Isn't that gorgeous? The water is so like reflective. You see that like horizon and how mirror-like it is? It's so pretty. Yeah. Yeah, same with, oh, I kind of covered it up here, but yeah. So this is the view that we're looking at as we're walking along the seawall. And then I'm not even gonna lie, you guys, in front of us, like for most of the walk, there was this really cute dog. He was so small, but so confident and like so curious. And so like that was the main view for like a good 30 minutes of our walk. My friend and I are just being like, yo, that dog is so cute. Can't even pay attention to the view. The doggy was so cute. Our dog. Little doggy. Doggy. Yes, these are all other little views from the seawall walk. And the lighthouse, question mark? It took us like 20 minutes to find this place. But this is like a little lighthouse. That's cute. And then other little critters that we saw. Canada geese. We actually saw Canada geese in Canada. So that was fun. We saw some squirrels, but they were like black squirrels. They look different from our local squirrels, so that was interesting too. Evil bird. Cobra chicken. Evil squirrels, you think so? They were cute. I think the squirrels were quite skittish. You couldn't get too close to them. They were also smaller than the squirrels that I'm used to. Yeah. But no, the Canada geese like left us alone. They were chill. They were chilling. Yeah. And then for dinner, like after we were walking for like a good like 2 or 3 hours at least, you know? So like from basically like 5 p.m. to like 6 or 8 p.m. we were walking. And so we were like, okay, we're gonna take a lift to dinner. And we went to the Richmond night market. Did the cobra chicken hiss at you? They all fight equally. They fight all equally. No, none of them hissed at us actually, even if we got really close. Dashing Demon, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Good to have you. We're going over pictures from my recent Vancouver trip. My first time in Canada. Thank you for the first time chat. What a cute emote. Welcome in. IDK, I just have an innate fear of squirrels. Really? That's fascinating. Wow, they're so like little and harmless and cowardly. Wow, I wonder why. Oh, I mean, you know, each to, you know, can't really explain fear, right? Fear is inherently irrational. I'm going to Mexico in December. Ooh, have fun. That should be fun. Not too hot either. I heard Mexico City is really nice. Must mean you are pure of heart. Congrats. I had two friends chased down the street by 2 cobra chicken. Cobra chicken is so funny. You must have a pure heart. I don't know. I think we were just in the city and they were used to people, you know? I think it's that, probably. Yes, we went to the night market for dinner. We had some skewers, just like some skewers. I had Dubai chocolate strawberries. Do y'all know about this whole Dubai strawberry craze? Sorry, Dubai chocolate craze? This is familiar to y'all? Because I had to learn this from my white coworkers. It's what happens when a squirrel attacks you on a random day in uni, but that's a story for another day. See, that's the thing. I thought that was really endearing. I also went to uni in the place where like the squirrels really jump at you and they try to dig through your bag and they like try to take your food and stuff. But I was like, oh, friend is just being silly. Don't do that. But yes, I understand. It's like you can't explain fear, you know? Fear is fear, no matter what it is. Yeah, going to Monterey. Oh, it's gonna be fun. I hope you have fun. Wow, the Dubai chocolate strawberries look so good. Yeah, they were really yummy. It was a TikTok thing. White people love it, and I think it is mid personally. Never heard of Dubai chocolate. Dubai, no, Tony out here built different. No, literally, like the squirrels are so audacious. They had no fear at all. But that's a story for later. Dubai chocolate strawberries. Yeah. So if y'all don't know, it was like a trend, or maybe is still a trend on TikTok. There are these Dubai chocolate bars that are chocolate bars with pistachio cream and this like crunchy stuff on the inside. And the girlies like to make review videos of them like ASMR chewing and crunching on the chocolate, and they're like, it's so good, you know. And so it became a fad, and Trader Joe's started selling them, and they're always sold out. But it's like super trendy. My coworkers have all been trying to buy it, and they've not been able to get it, you know. So it was really funny to me that there were like Dubai chocolate strawberry stand here. There were also stands selling actual Dubai chocolate, but I was like, I'm not gonna pay $10 for a chocolate bar. That's not Tony's Chocolonely. But this one, because they were like fresh strawberries, and it's basically just like melted chocolate, the pistachio cream, and some of the crunchy bits on top of strawberries. I'm like, great, we just had a bunch of meat. I'm gonna have some fruit. And it was really yummy. It's just like slightly crunchy strawberry chocolate strawberries. Yeah. Too rich I am. Really? That makes sense though. I mean, like these girlies who make the videos on TikTok, they just like whole fist mouth it, like they just eat the whole thing in one sitting. It must be so much. That sounds good though. Sweet acidity to balance out the rich chocolate. Exactly. Dubai chocolate while drinking out of your Stanley cup with a labubu attached. It's so true. That's the vibe. That's what I think TikTok is nowadays. I could never, and I love chocolate. Yeah. I specifically like chocolate covered honeycomb. Ooh, honeycomb also has an amazing texture. I love it. Yeah, good taste with flaky salt. See, all these good flavors and textures. Good taste, Dashing. Good taste. So yeah, the strawberries are really yummy. Let's see. After that, we got possam. Possam? Do y'all know what possam is? Possam is like boiled pork belly. Like very soft. If it's cooked right, it won't have that like really meaty, like gamey smell. It'll just be like soft, sweet, juicy pork belly. And this one was like marinated or something, or like was covered in like a what do you call it? A garlic-y sauce. It was really good. This was really good. The possam was really good. It was a little expensive, but it was really good. I'm scared to know how much this was at the night market. Yeah, I think it was like how did I do? I think it was like 10 skewers for like I want to say like $30, $28 or something like that. It was kind of on the pricey side, not gonna lie. The skewers are alright, they were okay. The Dubai chocolate I think was like maybe $10 or $12, which I was like, yeah, it's kind of expensive, but whatever. The posam I think was also like in the $10-12 range. And I expected it to be a little bit bigger, but at this point we were already kind of full, so it was not bad. Posam was really good. But also, like, look at this little serving of kimchi they served us. You see it on the side? Because you could pay $1 more for a bigger serving of kimchi, and I was like, nah, it's a Korean place. They'll give me enough kimchi. They didn't. Yes. If you go, get the thing. Yeah, get the extra kimchi. And then I just got some red bean ice because I'm a sucker for red bean ice. I love red bean ice. I love Mexican night markets. I don't care what this one is, but me, my mom, and my abuela would buy a lot. Yeah, night markets are awesome. I've never been to a Mexican night market. That sounds really fun. Because a lot of Mexican foods are street food, so it serves well at a night market. Though, like, is a night market just like the street in LA? You know what I mean? A Mexican night market. In which case, maybe I have been to a night market. Just random corners in LA. Oh, last time I went to the Richmond night market, I recall everything being super expensive. I would say that things felt expensive, but both me and my friend were really full, and I think the total cost for both of us, because I tried to pay for most of our food, it was like $60 in the end. Like total like 60, which is like 30, almost 40 for both of us, for like an experience and for like yummy food and being really, really full. And the lines were not long at all. Yeah. So it was like a nice experience. Yeah, it was not bad. Might be expensive in CAD. Yeah, it might be expensive in CAD. But that means it was even cheaper for me because oh my god, I have to tell that story because it was like 60, 70-ish CAD, which is like 30-ish. Wait, no. What would that be in USD? Like, it would be like 30, like less than $30 per person in USD. So it was really nice. They're so fun. I get lots of food and hats specifically. That's funny. My mom got a pocheko tote bag. Pocheko, good taste, your mom. Good taste. She loves that thing. Yeah. All right, let me tell you a story of how I got ripped off in Canada. We wanted to use cash, obviously. A lot of these places only took cash. So we went to the ATM, fair enough. I have a card that lets me use any ATM I want with no foreign transaction fee and no ATM fee. Like, it will refund your ATM fee. So I'm like, great, ATM, good. I use the ATM. The ATM says, I'm like, I want to take out about $200, okay? And then the ATM tells me, would you like to convert the currency? And I was like, that's weird. Usually my bank will just convert it for me. But I'm guessing that if I don't say yes, they won't give me my money. So I clicked yes. And then my friend is like, oh, I clicked no. Because what happened was that their exchange rate that the ATM machine was using was like basically almost 1-to-1 USD to CAD. But if you actually charge it in CAD, the current exchange rate is more like 1 to 1.3 USD to CAD. So I basically got scammed out of like at least $30, if not like $40, $50, I think. Because they took out $200. No, did I at that point? Yeah, I think I did. Yes. So learn my lesson, everybody. If you are from a country with a stronger currency, do not convert the currency in the machine. Just let your bank do whatever it does, right? Unless like whatever works out for your bank. But if you have a card that doesn't charge international transaction fee, yeah, always charge in the local currency. Yeah, so that is an expensive lesson that I learned, right? So in that case, I actually did pay literally $30, $35 in USD too. So I was like, darn it, but it's okay. I've learned. We're moving on. Learn from my mistake, everybody. So yeah, no, this was really good. It was really yummy. So that was day 1, and then we just like went home. And then I had my leftover. I was like drinking this on the way home because I was so full. But I had my leftovers in the morning. It was really yummy. Day 2. Day 2. What are we doing on time? Ooh, okay, cool. Day 2. This is gonna be a longer stream than I thought, you guys. Day 2. Aquabus to Granville Island. Granville Island is like a cute little neighborhood ? Shopping streets ? It's cute. It's just like a little island between Maine, Vancouver, and like the Richmondy area. Wait, no, not Lonsdale. What was it called? Kerrisdale? Is that what that area was called? Yeah. So between those areas, there's a little island called Granville Island. This is like the ferry that Aquabus ? That we took. This is the dock. And the main place near the dock had a, how do you say, like grocery store / there were a lot of little kiosks with artists selling their stuff or little like small businesses. It was very cute. There was a place called the Stock Market that sold soup, and I regret not getting soup from there because I was like, should we get soup? My friend was like, oh, we can probably just find food later. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But no, I regret not eating that soup. I should have just eaten it. There was also like cute handmade pasta place. We couldn't get it obviously because we were not going to cook that day, but cute handmade pasta. I ended up getting a bar of soap and a little perfume bar from a local artisan, I guess, over there. And then my friend got pet treats at this place, Granville Island Pet Treatery. Oh, did the doggy end up liking the pet treats, by the way? Did he end up liking it? Yeah, good. I'm so glad. Yes, I thought the sign was funny. Seagulls steal snacks by the seashore. And then there was a little cute baby. No, it wasn't a little cute baby. This was the biggest, what do you call it? Samoyed. This is the biggest Samoyed I'd ever seen in my life. He was a big boy. Big happy boy. So cute. Samoyeds are so cute, you guys. Yeah. Yes, and then we went to afternoon tea. We ended up actually not going to Secret Garden afternoon tea. We went to somewhere really close by called Adanya Tea House. Because we haven't gone to the other one, I can't compare, but it was like nice and lovely. Oh, Momo. This was a Momo recommendation actually, because she was the one who found it on Google Maps or whatever. We tried to do the thing that Momo did, which was split the tea set and then get a soup, because I hadn't gotten the soup from the stock market. But because we went on the weekend, they didn't have the menus. They only have tea sets, and they don't allow portion sharing on the weekend. So that's our fault for not checking. So we were like, you know what, it's fine. We'll just like both get a thingy. It's cool. Miss out on the clam chowder. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If you come across soup, you guys, don't skip out on the soup. Their seafood chowder was really good. Yeah, I know. Like this waitress is also like, I'm so sorry. I also really like the chowder, but because I only work on weekends now, I can't order the chowder either. Yeah, so R.I.P. chowder. But we had a lovely little time. I forget what tea I had actually. Yeah, I forget what tea I actually got. But this was the tea set. Tragic, I know, yeah. They had their little like tea sandwiches. Ooh, the scone was actually really nice. The scone was really, really good. I really liked that a lot. What was the scone, the first one that we had? One of them was like a blueberry one. Oh, the other one was like a something and chive. Like a something and chive scone. That was really yummy. Yeah. That was really, really good. And then the sweets were pretty good. The quiche thing was alright. The blueberry cake thing was like okay. It was just a cake. I actually really liked that little I don't know what you call it, raspberry biscuit bonbon-y thing. That was really yummy, yeah. So yes, if anyone wants to go to a Danya tea house, just know that they don't allow portion sharing and stuff on the weekends. It was funny, but next to us, in the table next to us, there was like a group of like 6 older white ladies talking about how like, oh, you know, kids don't learn how to write cursive in school anymore. Oh, whenever we're on the train, everyone's on their phones. Like they were all like doobing about the youth. Are you referring to a raspberry scone? No, it's actually this thing on the top over here. You see the pink thing on the top next to the blueberry sweet? It was like a little like butter biscuit ? Cookie thing with like raspberry cream piped on top. I don't really know what you call that, but that was really yummy. That looks good. Yeah, it was really yummy. Yeah. So no, it was good. Like not too much food. You know, we were able to finish all our stuff and then go. And of course, I had to stop by a stationery shop because it was down the street. I didn't end up buying anything from here, but I got to test out a few fountain pens and look at their different ink swatches. It was a little overwhelming for that day, so I didn't get anything. But it's reinvigorated my desire to try fountain pens again. I tried fountain pens like years and years ago, and I decided it didn't really fit with my handwriting style. It actually made my arms hurt more when I wrote with a fountain pen. But I might try it again. I don't know. When I tried the ones out at the store, it wasn't too bad. So I'd be down to get another one and try it out. The youths and the chop GTA no longer using their hands to write. See, we need to get everyone back into stationery, you know? Yeah. Those are confusing at DKY. I mean, it is less straightforward than a normal pen, like a ballpoint or gel pen, you know? Yeah. Okay. So after that, we went to UBC, the University of British Columbia, and went to their Museum of Anthropology. It was a little late to go to the other museum, so we just went to the Museum of Anthropology. I didn't actually take very many pictures, and by very many pictures, I mean any pictures, somehow. This is like literally the only picture that I took was this motorcycle made out of like weaving, like basket weaving. It's like this woven motorcycle. That's all I took picture of. But they actually had a really, really, really big collection of indigenous art and indigenous like artifacts ? Like old boxes and totem poles and feast bowls and stuff like that, like masks, costumes, things like that. Yeah, it was really interesting. But yes, this is the only picture I took. After we went to the museum, we went to the University of British Columbia Rose Garden. We were gonna walk through the Rose Garden just because we were there anyways, but actually it was graduation time, I guess, like early-ish June, and so all the kids were out there with their cap and gowns, all dressed up. Some people were like, there were lots of prom goers actually, now that I think about it. Lots of prom goers. So we were like, good for them. So we didn't walk through. We didn't want to disturb and like add to the crowd, you know? I was like, we're just visitors here. Okay. And then afterwards, before dinner, we went to the Aberdeen Center for Hazukido Cafe and Omono. The Hazukido Cafe stuff was alright. It was alright. And then Omono, I don't have any pictures from there, but it's basically Daiso Plus, basically. It's got like Daiso stuff plus other nonsense, and so I got a good amount of stationery there. Can I show you actually? I wonder if I can show you. I'll show you a few things that I got. Yeah, we'll do like a mini haul over here. Let me turn on my camera. Yeah, strap in, you guys. It's gonna be a long stream. Alright. Welcome to Let's get Fujicam up. Oh yeah. Fujicam? Hello? Are? Fujicam? Fujicam? Question mark? It should be there. Strapped in, yeah, strapped in. Hold on. I literally had this working before stream. Lord Garmadon, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the party. We're going through pictures from my Vancouver trip. Interesting. It's working on my actual like camera capture thingy, like my app, but it's not going in on OBS. Okay, well I guess I can't show you a haul. At least not for now. We'll try again later, maybe. Maybe it'll be less temperamental later. Thank you for all the emotes. Hello, welcome. Wait, is this on or off? It's off. Okay, good. Alright. These were little bunnies that we saw when we were walking through the neighborhood on the way to dinner. Yes, we like just walked through a mall, I guess, on the way to and back from dinner. And look at these bunnies. There were lots of them. Yes, for dinner we went to a restaurant called Memory Corner in Richmond. And this was actually a recommendation from Con. Let me shout out. Exclamation point shout out at the Consta. The Consta? Is that their username? Yeah, but it was like a retro-y Taiwanese dinner place. The inside was decorated like old-timey Taiwan, I guess. It was very cute. Very, very, very cute. Let's see. I'm gonna shout out Kan, because they're the one who recommended the restaurant to me. Very good artist, and also sings, and so like draws, crochets, sings, and is super hot. And dances, apparently. Yeah, super cool person. Yes. Also, Lord Garmadon, do you prefer I call you Garmadon? Garm? What do you prefer to be called? Please let me know. Okay. But yes, so the outside you can see is like already kind of decorated with these like old-fashioned looking door decals, the fake brick walls and stuff like that. And then the food inside, the food was really good. We had like a ground pork bowl thing, some what do you call these, chicken, not chicken fingers, popcorn chicken. We have popcorn chicken, some rice, etc. And I can't show you like all of it because I didn't want to take pictures of the restaurant when people were sitting around, but the whole place was decorated in such a cute retro way. I was like, these vibes are impeccable, absolutely impeccable. Yeah, this was just our little corner, but you can see like the bar thing that we were eating at had these little old menu cards there. And then behind us was like an old bicycle with like beer can, like I guess like a delivery bicycle. And old train tickets and like matchstick boxes and whatnot. Very cute, very cute, very cute. Yeah, so that was dinner. Yes. After dinner, we did go to a dessert place called New Soy Talk. We didn't get any photos there, unfortunately, but I had like a soy milk drink and a soy tofu, like a tofu pudding dessert. Both very, very good. Yeah, I would go again. Definitely, definitely. Okay, day 3. Any questions from the class? Let me take a break and eat this apple. Yum yum. Yes, day 3 was a nature day. Give me a second, fam. Okay, cool. Nature day. Okay, so we rented a car. The itinerary was to drive up the Sea to Sky Highway to Whistler. There's like a resort town, I guess, called Whistler. So Sea to Sky Highway was just like a nice scenic route. You know, ocean on one side, mountains on the other. Very nice up the west coast of Canada. Our first pit stop was a place called Whitecliff Park Beach. Whitecliff Park. So Whitecliff it's this like big rock that's in the middle of the beach over here, and there's like a big line of big rocks that lead to the super big rock. I don't know how to describe it, but you can clearly see. But it was really fun. I really like climbing big rocks to beach. That's it. I just like climbing big rocks, and I like little tide pooly situations with like shallow water. So climbing through this area was really fun. Momo, have a good lurk. And actually climbing the thing was really fun. We did go all the way up to the top of this little mini mountainy area. Yeah, really cute. And then look, a new friend. I forget what it's called. Maybe another sort of, not a heron. What do you call this? I remember I used like the Google look up a photo feature on my phone. I forget what it was actually though. What were you? Donkey, do you remember? What bird this? Oh, this is a great blue heron. A great blue heron. At least according to my iPhone. The ski and mountain bike town of Canada, we love Whistler. Yeah, the ski town. Lots of resorts there. And then look, in addition to this friend, there was another little friend. I don't know what bird this one is, but it was really cute. Really like the little guy. And we don't have these ones in North America, not that I've seen anyways. So yeah, as we went closer, obviously we scared them away. Oops. This is the view from up the mountain, up the hill, down at my friend, and towards the beach. This is the view from sitting on top. Honestly, if I lived in this area, you guys, I would just come here and read a book. Look how beautiful this is. You get to have like a nice little drive, nice little hike, just sit here and like chill and journal or do whatever you want. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Yeah, and this was like low key. It was like 20-30 minutes from Vancouver proper. You know, it was super close by. Y'all have nature so close to you. It's incredible. You'll just have like big city and then like big city and then forest, like right there. The nature density in Canada was really impressive. This is why all the Westerners make fun of the rest of Canada for how boring their hikes are. Is it more green and lush in the West Coast? That kind of makes sense. While most of ours are still looking better than most of Americans. Yeah, I think most of Americans for sure. Yeah, but like this many provincial parks in just like a small area is incredible. This is the view when we left. Next stop, Shannon Falls Provincial Park. So next stop on our road trip. Falls! Shannon Falls! Waterfalls! Great waterfall. A good one. Kind of far away. But the hike to the viewing area, like it wasn't even a hike. You just park and then you walked like 5 minutes or something. And you're right there. It's like so close and accessible. So if you wanted to just stop by real quick and see the falls, then it's very worth. And then our next stop, I think, was the Sea to Sky gondola. So you can either walk up, like hike up the mountain 3.5 hours on a pretty steep incline, or you can pay like $70, I think it was, to just take a gondola up the mountain. Yeah, and we were like, we're tired and we want to like chill on our vacation, so we just took the gondola up. This is the view from the gondola. Very green. Like even on mountains in like parts of America, you'll have trees, but not this density of trees. I was like, this looks like a fuzzy carpet. Incredible. Yes. More views from the gondola. I like this one a lot. And then at the top, like, so this is a platform at the top. Again, look at that green. Amazing. And then from the top, there was like a burger place on top, which was really funny. But no, we went to the Sky Pilot Suspension Bridge. This is like crossed the bridge. There's another little platform and you can see the place we were standing at before. It was like here. You can see it. Yeah. Yeah, so that's cute. So you can either just like take pictures up here and go back down, or there were a few hikes that you can do, several actually. We first went on what's called the Spirit Trail hike, which was maybe like 10 minutes. It was really short. There's another little chipmunk friend. Yeah, this was a really short trail, and so we were like, no, we can do more. We can do a proper little hike. And so we went on what's called the Panorama Trail, which leads to a view like this. Look. And we were like, oh, that's why we call it the Panorama Trail. It gives you like a little panoramic view. Really pretty, isn't that? Well, I'm gonna put my apples away. I'll be right back. Enjoy the view of the trail. Actually, meanwhile, why don't I run a quick ad for Twitch? How's Twitch doing? Yeah, pre-roll's on. Okay, we're gonna take a quick ad break for Twitch. Okay, BRB. Do we need more hot water? No? No, we can get a little hot water. Duck, have you ever done this trail before? I think you're not on this side of Canada though, huh? Sip my tea. Today I'm drinking Rooibos, the Imo Kuri Kabocha Rooibos tea from Lupicia, the autumn tea that I really like. I'm making good progress on it. I bought 2 boxes for me last year, and then a friend of mine gave me hers, and so I've been steadily making my way through it. I've never been to BC, done the east of the mountains because family in Alberta. Okay, Alberta is like middle east-ish, mid-east-ish. Maps, where is Alberta? Or is that fully east? Oh no, it's like middle-ish. Okay. Calgary is also there. One of my friends used to live in Calgary. Is from Toronto and then moved to Calgary for a few years. One state over from BC. Okay, cool. Wow, these states are freaking huge. Oh my lord. Hey, how's that? Hi, welcome in, Lusa. How are you? Let me give you. Do we have a mod to give a quick shout out to Lusa? But good, I'm good. Hello, Fried Pork Buns! Hello, welcome! Welcome into stream. I met Fried Pork Buns at Offkai. Welcome, and they were like, yeah, I'll give you a follow. I was like, thanks. Welcome in. Glad you found your way here. Welcome to the Tomite. Yeah, Canada is humongous. Canada is humongous. Oh my gosh. We fight. We vibing. Thank you for the follow. What do you like to be called by? Fried pork buns. What do you like to be called by? Provinces, but not gonna fight it. Oh, they're provinces. Okay, cool. Glad I can catch your stream. Yeah! Oh my gosh, and thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. Here you go. Ah, thank you. Thanks for becoming a star patron. Enjoy your emotes and ad-free viewing. Okay. You can just call me Fried Pork Buns or Vince. Okay. Maybe call you Buns? We'll see. We'll see what catches on. Okay. Let's get to the thing. Yes. Okay. So continuing on. Now that we're back from our ad break. Welcome back, Twitchers. Twitchers? Twitch viewers, welcome back from your ad breaks. Yes, but Lusa actually provided some of the recommendations for stuff. Very kind. Yeah. Okay, other things that I saw on my trail. Look at this tiny pine cone. Look. It's so little. It's literally the size of like one segment of my hand, like with my fingies. It was so small. Actually, what was interesting about the pines in Canada, because obviously like these are all pine trees, it actually got kind of monotonous after a while because everything's very green, but it's all green with the same pine trees. But actually they're not the same pine trees. I saw at least 3 or 4 different varieties of pine trees around the different areas. And this one had little pine cones and little pines actually. Oh, how long was the trail? How long was this trail? Donkey, do you remember how long was this trail? I want to say it was like 30 minutes, 40 minutes? I don't remember it being that long. And then as we exited the trail, about an hour? Was it about an hour? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that's the panorama trail in when you go up the Sea to Sky gondola in Vancouver, BC. Shane, welcome in! Good to have you! Good to have you back. Welcome. Yes, we're going over our Vancouver trip. So after we got back from that trail, we saw a group of people like huddled around on the ground, and we were like, what's going on? What are they doing? What are they looking at? You know, because there's these people with really long like telescope lenses on their fancy cameras, and they're taking pictures of something. Everyone's being real quiet, and so we're like, okay, wait, why are we whispering? What's here? And it turns out it was this little guy, a little friend. What's funny was that there was actually a little like plaque of like information about different local birds, and this was one of the birds that we saw. I think it's one of those birds that has like the weird funky thing on its chest, and then it expands its chest out as like a mating ritual, you know, to like attract the girlies. It's got like I don't even know how to describe it. It's really freaky looking because it looks like it is bald, but it's also super wrinkled, and like it has like a parachute, like a wrapped up parachute on its chest, and then it goes whoop. But it was really cool to see. I had never seen one before. I love BC. Yeah, it was really nice. gondola photo op. This is my friend. But this is what the gondolas going up and down look like. And then they decorated this one with flowers and stuff. And then we just made our way down. Next stop on the trip was a little town called Squamish. So I guess Squamish has a big like indigenous influence / heritage. Like a lot of the residents are supposedly indigenous people of the Squamish community / tribe / whatever. And we like stopped by. It was just like a little town. We didn't do any touristy things there, but we did stop by a little place called Alice and Brom Co. Ice Cream Co. They had like Icelandic ice cream, I think was the pitch. It was like soft serve with real fruit in it. It was really yummy. Yeah, that was yummy. The next stop after that was Brandy Falls Provincial Park. I was actually not gonna stop by this one because we were already like, oh, New Zealand ice cream. Thank you, New Zealand ice cream. This one, Alice and Brom. But I wasn't gonna stop by this waterfall because we were like, we already saw a different waterfall. But since it was on the way, we had like plenty of time left in the day. We decided to go anyways. But look at the view. Yeah, it was another like just a short walk to a viewing area, not by the falls, but you know, just having a viewpoint of it. And look at that waterfall and look at that rainbow. It was a really nice scene. I was really glad that we stopped by. Aesthetic train track, of course. And then we got to Whistler. Whistler, what did we do in Whistler? So again, Whistler is the skiing town, resort town, I guess. They also have like Olympic Village. I guess this was the previous site for like a Winter Olympics one year. So they were very proud of that, of course. There were a good number of tourists here, actually. Yes, but Whistler, we went to a place called Peaked Pies. I forget whose recommendation this is. Was it the Airbnb host recommendation, perhaps? I forget whose rec it is. But it's like meat pie, like minced meat pie, topped with mashed potatoes and like crushed peas, like mashed peas, and covered in gravy. Very rich, very good, actually. World famous for the Vancouver Olympics. I hope you've seen our mascots for that one. They are great. I don't remember the mascots. I got it from YouTube. Oh, nice. And then we also got like an apple cobbler. That was pretty good too. Yeah, I liked the actual peaked pie thing more. That was really good. I got my ski boots in Whistler. Nice. It's a good place to see it, I guess. Okay, so that was peaked pies. Whistler was very cute. Again, like there were lots of just like little shops, some like clothing boutiques, lots of restaurants, some bars, some cafes. I was really looking around for postcards to send because I'm a big postcard writer when I'm traveling. And I think I have a picture of the postcards that I wrote. I think I do. Yeah, I did manage to find some cute postcards though. Yes, some ugly ones, some cute ones. Yeah, so after looking around a little bit, we were like, should we do anything else here? What were we gonna do? I forget, Donkey. I forget what we were like gonna do. But we like just headed back, and unfortunately, you guys, I slept for most of the drives. I know. Donkey was driving, I was passenger seat, and I did the cardinal sin of sleeping in the passenger seat on a road trip. Tisk tisk. Tisk tisk. Yes, but I was so sleepy. I was so sleepy. So thank you for Donkey for dealing with that. If we had time, we could have taken the Whistler gondolas. Ah, yeah, the Whistler gondolas. That would have been a lot of stuff. And of course, if you actually wanted to ski and stuff, you can ski and whatnot. Yeah, but it was still a really nice drive back. Look at that view, right? Wait, look at these views. This is another, okay, we headed down with this one. Porto Cove Provincial Park. This is kind of a shitty panoramic photo, but again, just like a nice little place to stop by the water. Porto Cove. These are other views on the way back. It's hard to take a video or a picture because you can see the water clearly with your human eyes, but because like your brain is photoshopping out all of the trees and the street stuff, but a photo doesn't have that luxury. So it was actually kind of hard to get a photo of this. But it was really pretty on the way back. Yeah. For dinner, we went to a place called Fanny Bay Oyster Bar. We had oysters, basically fancy oysters. The Airbnb host did recommend that we try a Caesar, which is like a vodka drink with clamato in it. It was Caesars, yeah. I must say I kind of agree, low-key, not even gonna lie, because too much in that glass. Exactly. Needed it as a shot. So it was basically, you remember how I said earlier how clamato was just like ketchup juice? It was like, oh, but now it's like alcoholic and it's a whole cup, like a whole glass of ketchup juice. Super salty. But it was fun that it was topped with an oyster. Like there's just like an oyster on top of it. That's kind of cute, you know? Wait, Donkey, did you agree though? Did it taste like ketchup juice to you? Agree or no? Ketchup juice or no? These were the oysters that we had. The Daily Shuckers dozen for 40 CAD. 40 Canadian dollars. Pretty expensive because I'm used to being in Korea and buying like a whole bucket of oysters for $20. So this was quite a shock, but you know, pretty good. Caesars are meals. There is no shot. It is tomato juice, clam juice, and whatever you can fit on top. The monster milkshakes, but alcoholic, was 0 out of 10 Canadian drink. Well, you know, glad we tried it for the vibes, but I do wish we shared one. Because we both got one each, and we were both like, ooh, we could barely finish half of each. And the waitress came by and she was like, are you guys doing okay? Is there something wrong with your Caesars? And we were like, no, it's okay. We didn't like them that much, but it was interesting experience. I can't say raw oysters. I like them fried or grilled for like oyster Rockefellers. Yummy. I actually do prefer my oysters steamed at least, because I think they have a nicer texture to them. I think raw, they're just kind of like briny, you know what I mean? But, you know, worth a try. Yeah, worth a try. They're not bad, but I prefer them steamed. I'm gonna schlock it up. I'm glad you like the raw ones. Yes, like they're interesting, and also interesting to have 3 different types of oysters to try. Only thing I'll have raw oysters with is an oyster shot. Fair. Yes, and these were the seared scallops. Definitely acquired taste / texture though. Probably. Kind of like how hue is also like an acquired texture. Yeah. A little bit of hot sauce in there too. Yeah, a little bit of hot sauce, exactly. They did give us a little thingy of hot sauce. And like vinegary, like lemony sauce, garlicky stuff. Yes, we had seared scallops, which are pretty good. But all I could think of in my head was Gordon Ramsay saying like, they're fucking raw! I mean, hot sauce in the oyster shop. Ah, okay, gotcha. I mean, I guess that's kind of what they were going for in the Caesar, because it was like tomatoey and a little bit spicy and super salty. Question mark. Who knows? So that was dinner. That was interesting. Again, trying to find local foods, right? If anyone, by the way, has recommendations for any future Vancouver trips, I don't plan on going back anytime soon. But, you know, whenever I'm back, it'll be sometime, you know. It's same time zone, so it's a pretty good place to visit for like a weekend trip without getting your sleep schedule messed up. But yeah, these are little postcards that I got. I could only get 12. Well, I got 13 in the end, actually. I ended up getting 13 cards. But these stamps are really expensive. I had stamps from like just the what am I saying? Sorry, my brain is lagging. I got stamps from the post office and they were maybe like $11 per sheet of 6, I want to say. Or was it more expensive than that? I don't remember. I think it was a little more expensive. But they were like decently expensive, right? So I didn't get too many. I didn't get like, you know, stamps to my heart's content, which I guess was good because I ended up staying up a little bit late to actually write out these business cards. Yeah. Or no, sorry, these postcards. Yeah. If you see, some of them are of places that we had visited. So for example, on the top left, we have the Granville Public Market, the Granville Island Public Market. We had taken the aqua bus. So that was that scene. The one on the left middle is the seawall at Stanley Park. And then on the one on the bottom left is just like the Vancouver waterfront, where it's just like yachts everywhere. Boats and yachts everywhere. It was very like representative of the city, I thought. So I thought that'd be cute to include. Yes. Day 4. Day 4 was the sea bus to Lonsdale Quay. So this is our last day in Vancouver. Sea bus was like, it was interesting. We went to like a ferry docky area, and when they see sea bus, you don't really know what that means, but I like had I didn't know it was gonna look like this. I think I have a picture of the outside later. I'll show you, but this was what the inside looked like. We went to the front, of course, so that we can see the boat moving. And then I guess this is a common thing that I've never noticed before, but apparently in a lot of these like marine areas, they'll have a fake owl statue to chase away the different birds. Right? Like, so like it's like a scarecrow, but using a bird to scare away the pigeons, for example. That was really interesting to me. Yes, this is Quayside Plaza. I don't have any pictures from inside the shopping area, but I think I got another souvenir. I forget what I got. But we just had like some sweets from a bakery. We wanted to get soup here because we couldn't get soup the other day, but the soup place was like, first of all, didn't have any chowder that day, and also didn't have hot soup serving until like 11:30, at which point we already had to go back. They do the same at airports when they don't have to pay to have an on-staff attack bird. That's cute. I like that. I didn't witness that kind of thing on this trip. Like, there was a big flock of pigeons surrounding a statue, and then a singular hold on. Why is fish not working? It should be working. Is fish not working? Hold on. Let me try to redeem. Did it not fish? Maybe it's buried. Huh, weird. Why is that happening? It's clearly on here. Lord bait. Okay, sorry about that. Can a mod refund Shade's points, please? Yeah, I guess fishing question mark broken? I'll fix it in a second. I'll fix it in the next ad break. Yeah, so this is the shipyard after we had like our snacky and stuff. This was the shipyard. Go on vacation, no fish, no camera, all the things break. Yeah, real. So real. Cry. I'm big frustrated with tech issues at the moment. I'm actually shocked that the YouTube thing is working. Very good, very good. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. Ah, Bueno! Welcome! Good to have you. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, Bueno and I were in chat together earlier for Tofi's ERM stream, debut stream. Yes, yes, yes. It was so good. Welcome in. Good to have you. Yeah, I'm sad we didn't get to chit chat at Offkai. We were both in the same like vicinity. Oh yeah, but look, this is what the sea bus looks like. It's really big. It's like really big actually. It's like, imagine a ferry, but it's more bus-like, basically. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. No, don't be sorry. We have next time. Yes. And then, you know, back to the airport. Welcome to the United States. You know what was funny? Is that Air Canada didn't fly out of the international terminal. It flew out of a domestic terminal. And then when we were on our way back home, we went through immigration / like that screening before we went into our gate. And so like past this area, we were technically like already in the United States. It was very interesting. So yeah, no, this was just lounge food. Had some like nice lounge time. We were so tired by this point that I ended up sleeping a little bit, and I think I slept through most of the flight too. But yeah, I think reflections on Vancouver was that next time I definitely want to do more nature-y stuff. I do want to look up more unique foods, and you know what I want to do next time? I think I already said this on stream, but I really want to take a train into Canada. Like I really want to take an Amtrak train up the coast, like, you know, maybe like make my way somehow to Seattle, and then there's a train from Seattle to Vancouver. I think that would be so fun. Yeah. So especially because we went and we had like a long weekend, we could have totally taken advantage of it. Seattle is so fun. I love Seattle too. Me too. Yeah, but I next time I ever go to Vancouver, I'm really gonna try to take a train up. Yeah. So that was Vancouver. If you have recommendations for the next time we go, then we are all ears. I am back and cleansed. Welcome back, Momo. Yes, it feels good to be clean. Some airports have customs before you hit the US. Yeah, that's super interesting. Yeah, Momo, you had like a cosplay thing or something today? What's going on there? Yeah. How are we doing on time? Let's see. Come on. Yeah, BBQ and beach shoot. Oh, that's what it was. How fun. Okay, pre-rolls are still off for 36 minutes, so we can keep going. We can talk about Offkai. Offkai was so fun. BBQ and beach shoot. Oh, that's what Moshi was streaming for you last night. Okay, I'm heading out. Have fun with the rest of your stream. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And for Momo, I'm sorry this was not a scrapbooking stream. I'm not quite set up for scrapbooking at the moment, and I couldn't freaking get my camera working anyways. So there it is. But I promise, I'm really trying to lock into more projects and not wasting my time at home. You know what I mean? So I am going to try to be more present and or lock into my projects a little bit more. There is a tourist-like former gold panning town a bit north of Vancouver, BC if you are doing a longer trip. Oh, like past Whistler, you mean? Because there was the Britannia Mine Museum, which we couldn't go to. I think by the time we headed back, it was a little late for that. And it was kind of expensive. I'm gonna take a sip. Yes, Offkai. Here we go. Let's lock in. So this is my second Offkai. I did go last year. I think I no. We didn't do a recap last year. I'm not even gonna lie. Last year it was a little super crowded and hectic, and it felt, to me at least, very like networky. I did meet up with some mutuals, which was really nice. I got to meet some new people, meet up with some friends, which was really nice. For the most part, it was like really hard to kind of break into conversation circles, and I basically just clung to Ying's leggy like the whole time. And then on the second day, I just like went out to eat dessert with my friends because it was like a little overwhelming in there. But this year, I am like a little bit more involved in the community now that I've been streaming a little bit longer. More of my friends are going this year, so I was expecting like a little bit different, but I was still a little nervous going. Yeah, I couldn't get Friday off, or how should I say? No, I did not take Friday off of work, so I ended up showing up fairly late on Saturday. I like didn't start packing until Saturday morning, and then I traveled out in the afternoon. I got to Offkai like maybe 4 p.m. And then first thing I did was, of course, just like pick up my hotel key. I was staying with a friend who was staffing, thankfully, so I didn't have to pay anything for that. And got my badge. That was really quick. No line or anything on the second day. And I went straight to the atrium. I forget why. Just to look around, I guess. So look, there is the atrium / standy daycare. Roberto, welcome in. Hope you had fun in Offkai. I did. It was sad you couldn't make it this year. Next year, come by for sure. It's fun. Because you don't like to spend all of your time at the con center. Downtown San Jose had like a good amount of walkable areas, like lots of, if you wanted to go bar hopping, you could do that. If you wanted to go play games or just hang out at Guild House, you could do that. Yeah, I think you would enjoy that more than the other hotel, because the other hotel was kind of secluded, not gonna lie. Hiyami-chan, yeah. So this was a spoiler warning, OMG. Yeah, I know. So this is part of the standing daycare, which is a funny term. It looks like also like some of these things are official, and then some of them people just left here just for the shiggles, you know. And I'm like, should I leave a thing here next year? I'm gonna think about it. But Telfi's little emote here was right next to Humi's. One of Humi's standees. The other standees that I saw of my friends were Hiyori Mokami, who streams on YouTube. Dual Leveling, I did get to meet them this year, and they are also guests of this year's Offkai. Hazumi, who was also a guest and emceed the live concert, and what's it called? Yumemi Dreams, who actually Sango introduced me to, and she was one of the singers at the concerts this year, as was Tomoko, who was in the back. Actually, you know, all of them in the back were. Yeah, look at that. Hazumi over here, and then in the back there's Boko Boko Tomoko, Obi Katie Cat, Kizuna Ai, and Narissa from Hololive, and then I'm guessing that Yumemi was also on the left over there. And Unnamed was also singing. Yes. So after just checking this out, went over to Artist Alley to say hi to my design mama, and she had stickers of me and my siblings. This graphic right here. Yeah. So this is drawn by my design mama. I got one of your stickers. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate anybody who picked up the merch. This is Tottori. Hello, Mia. Welcome. Good to have you. Welcome in. We're going over my trips, and we're going over Offkai photos right now. Welcome. Good to have you. Glad you could stop by. It must be late, so thanks for stopping by for sure. A little Dotori, you know, as a little treat. Yes. Yes, super cute. I picked up ones of me and a bunch of my friends. This is Clover. This is Neo. This is Mia. Mia Sawan. Eat Dotori the lip stain shade. Yes, yes. Eat Dotori at Offkai. Lamau. Apparently there's like, was it what was it? Fuck, what was that? Romance. Romance has a lip tint shade called Eat Dotori? Wow! Oh my goodness! Bueno! Thank you for the gift sub to Toby! 6 months? I didn't know you can do that! Give 6 months of sub. That's amazing, and thank you for starting a hype train. Really appreciate it. I miss those Dotori stickers. Yeah! I actually have some extra. I can send you one, Tofi, if you want it. I'm reserving them for friends and stuff. Friends who couldn't make it to Offkai and whatnot. And maybe also to a handful of regulars. I think I should have enough, yeah. It's out of stock. Wow, Dotori's so popular. I actually have that Romance lip tint in that shade. Hey, let's go! I should probably do. Is there a Discord, by the way? Not yet. Not yet, Shade. I know. I'm so sorry. It's been like 6 months, 7 months. I'm working on it. But it's coming. I promise. Sometime this year. I promise. Sorry, I've been so busy and tired that I haven't been able to stay for a stream. I go sleep, but have a good stream. No worries. The VOD is up on YouTube and Twitch if you wanted to go back and watch it. But I just, like, I'm so happy that you're always around to stop by even. You know, just having you here means a lot to me. Have a good night. Toby, thank you for the 30 bits to gigantify an emo. That's so cute. I didn't know you can do that. Clip it for New Year's if it isn't made yet. What isn't made yet? Clip it for New Year's? The Discord server? Question mark? Looking forward to the Discord. Yeah! I'm excited. I'm like not quite sure if how active it'll be, etc, etc. I am a very small streamer, but I like to think that I have some regular and active enough members of my community here that we can do some cool stuff in the Discord server. So I'm excited. Artemis, hi. Thanks for the check-in. Again, reminder to everybody, anyone who's new here, it's not my birthday today. Oh, thank you for the care package. Yes, I'm gonna take a sip. I wanted to drop the Eat Dotori pic into Dotori Discord if it were open. That was my first thought. That's so funny. Okay, I swear. Yeah, we're gonna have a meme that can go into like a memes channel. Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Happy birthday to Every day is birthday. Every day I stream is birthday. Very happy unbirthday to me. So no. How does it go in Alice in Wonderland? Have a very happy unbirthday to me, to you. Something like that. we should have a little redeem just for Artemis. Unbirthday redeem, and it'll play that little audio clip. Yes, probably some co-working streams coming soon so that I can have some motivation to work on the back-end stuff, because back-end stuff is hard to motivate myself to do, you guys. It's really boring to just be on a computer, you know? But yes, super happy I got a little sticker from my model mama. My design mama. It's probably the only time I'll have con merch. That is actually at Artist Alley. Next year I'll make stickers to give out and stuff. But I was just really like happy to have all of these, and to also have little stickers of my friends as well. Yeah. So this was the sticker as well as my other stickers. Me when my job is to be on computer. Same though, that's the thing. I don't like to be on computer because my job is all on computer. So then like, you don't want to come back home and then be back on computer. You know what I mean? You get me. You get me. Yes. I actually ran out of these Sakamambasvis stickers. I couldn't even give one to Tofi. So next year, I'm going to print more of these because they seem to be really enjoyed. People really like these stickers. Like, I've had multiple people meet me at a con and then DM me afterwards saying like, hey, I really like that sticker. Thank you for completing the level 2 hype train. Thank you. Ooh, hype chest. What did we get? Ponder frog. Oh, it's so shiny. Interesting. Well, enjoy your frog emotes, everybody. Fish. Yes, I love Sakamambasvis. We love Sakamambasvis. If we don't... Wait, where's my window? We can hide the window and see... Oh, no! My Sakamambasvis isn't on the screen. Oops. Anyways, yes, this is my little thing. I did decorate my this thingy so that I would be a little bit more recognizable. And also met up with Saiken, went through Artist Alley with him. If you guys don't know, let me shout out Saiken actually. Shout out Saiken MD. Yes, Saiken is a IRL internal medicine physician. Actually finished his residency like this week. They're finally free from slave labor. But it was really nice to finally see him in person. And then I had made this badge holder for him for his hospital badge, and he like wore it to Offkai. It was super cute. Yeah, I made that. I should do that next year so I can separate of myself on my badge to make myself more identifiable. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Well, congrats, Saiken. Yeah, congrats, Saiken. What a girly pop badge he had. Yeah, it's so cute. Look, do you see the little details on it? It's got little syringes and band-aids and prescription forms and bears with pill bottles. I don't know. It's cute. I like it. Very proud. Very proud. Yes. From here, we went, after we walked around for a little bit. Ooh, before this, I had stopped by Aqua's meet and greet, actually. I was gonna hang out with Aqua the day after, but I was like, Aqua, we'll just go support. What's Aqua's Twitch handle? Hold on, I want to shout them out. Aqua, what is your Twitch? Anybody know? Aqua, let's see, 191V. See, this is why I don't know. Okay, this is why I have to look it up. Exclamation point, shout out, Aqua. Nice, okay. I think they might actually be streaming like still. But Aqua was there. We went to their meetup. It was just fun. I got a little Ken badge as a reward, so there's that. And then afterwards, we went over to the Untitled Gathering, hosted by Kanalia. I think a lot of people, like, it was a really, really big turnout, but apparently a lot of people still didn't know about it. So next year, I'll be a little bit more aggressive about retweeting it and stuff. Yeah. Oh, actually, sorry, I missed. Before I met up with Saiken, I met up with Sango, Mr. Sango, and he gave me a bunch of stickers, which was super sweet of him. Which I'm really glad that we took the time to like DM and meet up, because surprisingly, we never passed each other after that. Like we did once, like 5 minutes later after we parted, but for the rest of the con, I didn't see him again. So I'm really glad that we took the time to like intentionally meet up, because otherwise we wouldn't have seen each other. Yeah. It's so hard to run into specific people coincidentally. Exactly. It was like you would run into many people accidentally, but any particular person you wanted to see, like not really, Desire Sensor IRL. Yeah, exactly. Even Saiken, I had to like really intentionally meet up with him. I never passed by him, Yeah, there was that. And then, actually, let me get my notebook out. I've been writing some stuff down. So these are the lovely people at the Untitled gathering. I just used the photo from Twitter that Leah posted because I was like, I don't know who wanted their faces censored and who didn't. So Meeting, hello, welcome. Good to have you. Welcome, welcome. We're going over Offkai photos. Oh, I wanted to go, but I was kidnapped by some friends, positive, so I wasn't able to attend. That's okay. But no, it was really nice. It was supposed to go on an hour, but we were there for like a good 2 hours because everyone was just like standing around and talking, you know? There's so many people to meet and so many people to catch up with, you know? I keep saying you know. I guess that's my new verbal tick. Hello, hope your travels are super fun. Thank you. Yes, I had a lot of fun, especially at Offkai. Yes. So, where is it? Yeah, Untitled gathering. Met up with a lot of mutuals this year, actually. I met Canalia, who organized the gathering. My old friends, Mist, Minty, Katie, Eva, who is like... Eva's like the mom of the Untitled community, if you don't know. Like the website untitledresources.com or whatever, it's all her. Like, or not all her, but she's like one of the main people who is like really in charge of it and like created it and maintains it and stuff like that. And she's like such a big cheerleader for everybody in the community. Yeah, so she was there. Mist was there. One of the organizers for Offkai. Who else did I meet? I met Ida Lira. I met who else did I meet there? I met a lot of people. I met Pink Pyeon again. I met Pink Pyeon last year, but I met Pink Pyeon. Let's see. Who else? I met Shoyun of Shoyu Katsudon. I met Ship, I think. Unit, if you know Unit Zero Music, was there. And actually Unit was there with a really cool like helmet thing. It was really, really fun. I wonder if he's in the picture. Yeah, he's in the picture. Do you see on the middle, little towards the right, there's like a guy in a helmet with like a little line through. He had this like helmet thing going on, and it was cool because he had like an audio thingy that was like an amplifier for his voice so that you can hear him clearly through his super cool helmet, and it was all light up and stuff. Yeah, really, really neat. I met Fauna there. Oh, I met Wumbo. Wumbo was there. Wumbo Jam, by the way. Oh, I'm gonna shout out a bunch of people. Wumbo Jam. Super good vocalist and like really good vibes. If you like kind of like Genki, cheerful streamers, really, really good. Really, really, really good. Yeah, Wumbo is great. Sawtown, the music producer, was there saying hi, giving out cards. Oh, my friend Mork was there. Mork, if you know him from, you know, the English cover of Black Sorrow, the really like popular one, because he sounds exactly like the original vocalist. That's Mork. Mork is super cool. He's actually super funny, and we'll talk about more about him later. Plum Rose Prism I had met. Again, my friend Minty. Lamau Edmund, I guess. Cloris. Yeah, anyways, I met a lot of people there. Some new, some old mutuals. Really, really fun. I got jump scared by Sawtown at Offkai Lamau. He wanted a picture of my wee wee bag. Nice. Yeah, I was also slightly jump scared. I don't like follow his stuff super closely, but I still like his music. So I was like, oh, nice that he comes out and says hi to the community, you know, because a lot of these people had covered his songs before. Yes. So yeah, that was the Untitled gathering. I didn't even meet all of the people. You know, there's so many people to meet. Yeah. So after the gathering died down a little bit, I just gathered some people who were there to go get lunch with me because I didn't go to the con with any pre-existing lunch and dinner plans. Last year I had like a few plans, like, oh, Mei Sakura, by the way, Mei Sakura was also there at the gathering, and then she had organized like a big group dinner last year. But this year I didn't have anything planned, so I was like, what do I do? But no, I just got a bunch of people and I was just turned to the crowd like, hello everyone! I'm gonna go to San Pedro Market Square to get lunch. Whoever wants to come eat lunch with us. And then like maybe 5 people came, you know? So I was like, yeah, worked out. Be the originator of plans. Exactly. Yeah, so just some post gathering lunch. Some people knew, some people I knew. So it was just like nice to hang out, get to know some people. Also, just have people to eat with is also nice, right? It's always nice to eat with friends. And then a cheeky little matcha on the go. A cheeky little matcha on our way back. I was gonna get the matcha vanilla or matcha milk swirl soft serve, but they didn't have any left of the matcha soft serve. Yeah, they didn't have any. So I ended up getting a matcha lychee drink, and that was really good. Yeah, it was still really yummy. Yeah. That evening, I guess I don't have photos from that evening, but oh my god, okay, that evening, I guess I'll stay here. That evening, right? It was really fun. So after we had hung out a little bit, we went back to the con center. We met up with some friends at the karaoke room, and we were just like hanging out for a little bit. I actually ran into some old friends of mine too. Like, didn't know they were coming to the con. They're not streamers, but I got to go say hi to them, which was really nice. And then a bunch of us ended up going over to the Offkai Live overflow room. And I just made it for Boko Boko Tomoko's set. And can I just say, like, I'm so in love with Boko Boko Tomoko's voice. And unreal. Hold on. Boko Boko Tomoko. Oh my gosh. I discovered her through us both being in Katsun's birthday karaoke stream. And that's when I first heard her singing, and I was like, girl. Like, she's got one of those voices that's both like high, like she can sing she has a really high range, but her voice is really warm and like handsome, but also like airy. Like, I don't know, I just love the texture of her voice. She's an amazing vocalist, like, you know, like really chill, like fun streamer. Yeah, really liked her. So I was really happy to catch her set, and she was so good. Very fangirling. She, like, honestly, her voice makes you go like, yeah. Big love. Boko Boko Tomoko. Mm-hmm. So that was fun. And then after her set was Obi Katy Cat's set. Now I had never heard of Obi Katy Cat. Have any of you guys? I had never heard of her before. So it was like okay, let's just see how this goes. But then I was sandwiched between, like, we're sitting in rows, right? I was sandwiched between 2 guys. There's Mork on my right and Crovey, a new friend, to my left. And they were big, like, screamo hard rock fans, right? They're like so excited for Obi Katy's set, and I was like, okay, you know what? Let's go, yeah. And then she starts screaming, and it's like hard screamo, like real #real screamo, very like hard, that kind of metal music. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. And then I'm like cheering them on and stuff, really getting in the mood, headbanging as you do. But being sandwiched between these 2 guys who were so excited, they were like literally shaking. They were literally shaking in their seats and screaming along with her, and like, yeah! Every time she announced the next song, like, I'm like not even joking. Like, when someone's shaking with excitement, like their whole bodies were like rattling, like little puppies. It was was very cute. And I just kind of got swept up in the energy of that. Yeah. So no, I had a good time. And then I stayed for one more song of Unnamed set. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna head out because it's like 9 or 10:30 or something. It was kind of late. But on the way out, so my two friends had gotten up to stand in the back of the theater back of the room, but it was super dark because it's a showing. They're showing the live on the big screen, right? So I'm gonna go say bye to my friends before I leave. I walk up to two guys standing in the back of the room, silhouettes, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna go now. Okay, it was really nice to meet you. Mark, it was really nice to see you again. And I go in for the hug, and then I'm like, these aren't my friends. Wrong people. These are my friends. So I was like, oh, sorry. And then I scuttled over and I was like, walk over to my actual friends. And then I'm like, okay, goodbye. And then I head back to my room. OMG, relatable though. It was just like, they're two just like guys in t-shirts, you know, standing in the back of the room, silhouetted in the darkness. How was I supposed to know? So funny. But yes, I made it back to my room, and it actually took me a really long time to like wind down and try to go to sleep. I was like just kind of up for, I think I got back to the room at maybe like 10 p.m. ish. Actually at this time on my way up to the room, I went up to visit Humi's room, just to like go say hi to her, because I was like not gonna run into her for the whole rest of the con. So I was like, hey Humi, like can we meet up so I can say hi and you know blah blah blah. And then she was like, yeah, text me, and you know, this is my room. And so I just like went up to her and said hi. Bunmi was there, said hi to her too. So just like a brief little like thing, but I was so awkward about it, you guys. I was like kind of embarrassed low-key. I like walked into her room and I was like, yeah, good to see you, and we're like chit-chatting just a little bit. Bunmi walks in and she's like, who's this girl in our room? And I was like, sorry, I'll not stay too long, because like there were other roommates in the room, so I didn't want to like invite myself in because I didn't know some of these people, and I don't want to like, here's the thing about like having friends with bigger followers than you is like you don't want to seem like you're clout chasing, but you're really just there to hang out, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm just gonna leave. We can hang out next time. I'm gonna try to hang out with Yumi soon. But anyways, that was funny. Went back to my room, just like futzed around cleaning a little bit. Another friend like stopped by my room just to hang out a little bit, and then went back to go drinking, I guess. And then after that, I was finally gonna go take a shower at like midnight, and then my friend Minty came over to my room because she was like not staying at the con center. Real, I felt that. Yeah. Shake hand emoji. Shake hand emoji. Yes. What's it called? But my friend was not staying at the con center. She needed to be driven back to her where she was staying for the time she was here. But her ride was working at the con, not hosting the panel, but staffing the panel. So she was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna stay around the hotel until like 12:30 or even 1 a.m. basically, right? So I was like, you know what, you can just come back up to my hotel room, because my roommate was also out anyways, and so you can just like come chill in somewhere that's a little bit quieter. And so she was like, okay. And so finally at like midnight she comes over, and I'm like, ooh, you can totally come, but I'm so sorry, I haven't taken a shower yet. Do you mind if I like take a shower while you're here? She was super cool about it. She was just like working on her iPad drawing and stuff, and I took a shower, and then I was like, wee, and then we just talked about like webtoons and about life, like catching up and stuff, while I was like, you know, just in bed in pajamas playing Fantasy Life, and she was on her iPad working, like, you know, just like this really nice casual hangs. I just love those so much, just like co-working, but you're also kind of catching up, like good vibes. And I was also super, you know that when you're super tired but then you get out of the shower feeling all fresh, and you feel that like little burst of energy from that, from like your warm skin hitting the cold air. Yeah, it was a nice night. Anyways, yeah, so she left at like 12:15, like dog zoomies, precisely like dog zoomies. I was like rolling around the bed being like, oh, I feel so cozy. I feel so cozy, and I'm like rolling around the bed. Yeah, like dog zoomies. Yeah, so she leaves at like 12:15. And then my roommate thankfully comes back like 10 minutes after, so I was like, oh good, everyone's left, and then now my roomie can sleep. So that was really nice. Really, really nice first day. I was like, faith and Offkai restored. I had so much fun. Yeah. So finally fell asleep. Woke up in the morning at like, I don't know, 9 a.m. or whatever. Day 2 for me. Day 3 of the con. Let's go. What did I do in the morning? I forget what I actually did in the morning. I think I might have actually gone back up to the artist alley to do a little bit more shopping because I had, I had forgotten to get something off of a friend's wish list. So I went and did that. OMG lads, yeah. After that, I think that's what this is. I stopped by the gaming hall, right, the gaming room, to visit a friend who was staffing there, and she let me into like, I guess the staff-y area. Wait, no, is that what happened? No, that's not what happened. You know what happened? Okay, so we went to Artist Alley. Let's see. Oh, you know what it is? I saw Rias, wait, let me try to shout him out too. All these shout outs. Where is Rias? Isander. Rias Isander. What is your Twitch, sir? So this is a new friend of mine. New friend, I think we met like this year. Or was it last year? I forgot. But we met like fairly recently, and so we've been like working on a project together, and he's like a cool dude. If you like music streams and League streams, he plays League on his stuff. So you can check him out. He's also like a music producer and vocalist. So met up with him again. Said hi to some of their friends. And then I was like, hey, what are you up to? And he like points to somebody. Actually, should I be saying this out loud? He points to, no, I can be vague about it. He points to a guy who's like standing in a crowd, and he's like, that's insert corpo VTuber here. And I'm like, damn it, I wish you didn't tell me. I really don't want to know what VTubers look like IRL if I'm not friends with them. You know? Like, if I'm friends with them, I want to be friends and I can like know what they look like, that's fine. But if I'm just a fan, or if I'm just like vaguely aware of them, I actually really don't want to know what their face looks like. You know what I mean? I want them to remain the character. I don't want to see the person behind the character. I'm sorry for him. League is one of the worst drugs. He seems to be pretty casual about it though, which is good. Yeah, but anyways, I was like, damn it, wish he didn't say, because I was like, I'm not a big fan, but I actually do watch some of his clips and stuff, so I was like, darn it, now I know what he looks like. Whatever, I might as well ask her a photo. So I got a little photo with him, not pictured obviously. And then by him was a old friend of mine actually, who is also like a fairly now super fucking famous dude. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go say hi, you know? We haven't seen each other in so long, since the cosplay days. Like, I'm gonna go say hi. And it took me like 20 minutes of just standing around waiting for people to like take their pictures with him and talk to him. And then finally I went up to him and I was like, hey, you remember me? And he was like, oh yeah, I remember you, blah blah blah. We caught up, blah 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 blah. But I would just say, you guys, the girlies who came up to these people, of these like very famous people, well, you know, they were mostly just like, oh yeah, I really like your work, and like, can I take a photo with you? They take their photo, say a little like compliment, they peace out, right? Guys, on the other hand, like sorry, like kind of like sweaty guys, talk forever. We'll just go up to them and just like talk at them forever. And I'm just like, can you see this group of people who's like waiting to say hi to this guy? Like, and they're being so nice, right? Like, and like the people who are there, who were saying hi to, they're being so nice about it. But I was just kind of squinting my eyes and being like, you're holding up the line. Is that toxic of me? I don't know. Who knows? But anyways, I'm glad I got to say hi to my friend. Thanks for the lurk, Momo. Oh, I've received too much context now. Have you? Anyways, so got and saw them. Let's see. After that, I went over to... I think I went over to the Irium booth to do like a quick meet and greet for somebody. You know, I know who you're talking about. Do you? Really? Interesting. Let's see. Met... yeah, anyways, went to an Irium meetup. I actually also met up with Yuki and Yuna from Duo Leveling. They were like gracious enough to like let me DM them and like make up with them, you know, or meet up with them. So that was really nice. I've gone AFK, but I made comfort food. What's your comfort food? What are you eating? Let's see. Yeah. And then I'll talk about the Tofi meetup in a sec. Maryland bowl of crab soup. Yeah, cream of crab. I love. Wow. It's like because I didn't get to have clam chowder in Vancouver, I'm like, ooh, cream soup. This sounds yummy. I've been chasing her. Hope you enjoy your soup. Also, it looks like it's time to take a quick ad break for this. But no, I get you, those guys holding up the line. Men, self-awareness, please, the line. Exactly. It's like, obviously they have the right to do that. And like, if the people really didn't like it, they could have said like, hey, can you stop talking to me? But it was still kind of like, squint my eyes. Could have used a bowl, but I like using this large mug. Having soup in a big mug is such a cozy mode though. Like, because you get to just kind of hold it up and like, have the warmth of like your hands. Yeah, no, it's good. I agree. Okay. I'm gonna refill my water and then let's go take a quick ad break so that we can have what do you call it? We can have pre-roll previewing for people. We'll be back soon, okay? Sorry, demon. Wait, hold on. Sorry, demon. Right after you got back. Okay, I'm gonna BRB for realsies this time. I'm gonna go pee pee. coming back from break a few seconds early. Ah, there we go. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for indulging me. Yes. See, here's the thing. If I could turn ads off, I would. And this is what I'm saying. If you, I'm guessing it's like movie trailers and Taco Bell ads. If you want to turn it off, just watch on YouTube. It's fine. Anyways, welcome back from break. I hope your cornbread is very yummy, Dashing. Hope it's very yummy. Let's see. Okay, where were we? Oh, I was telling you about Offkai Day 2. Okay, cool. So, I think after meeting up with all those people, it was time for like a mini meetup with Tofi's community. Let's see, like around like noon-ish, like went over to the meeting area. It was it was announced on her Discord server and on Twitter, which is another reason I was like, ooh, it's probably good to have a Discord server, huh? But anyways, now it was like a pretty good turnout, actually. Pretty good turnout for her meetup, and so I got to meet Tofi in person, and she's so sweet. She gave me like stickers and a little decal. We chit-chatted for a little bit. Obviously she had to like go talk to everybody else, so you know, we couldn't like chit-chat too much, but really glad I met her. Miss Tofi. Yeah! Were you not able to make it to the meetup? Cute. I know, I had like DM'd her, and she was like pretty busy doing like going out and stuff too, and also like she was not feeling well for a lot of the time. She was resting a lot, so I'm really glad that she did have the meetup so that we had like an opportunity to see her, you know. Well, you're so precious. I want to spend more time with you. Next time we can make like plans. Yeah, I'll talk more about my plans of like future Offkai, but no, super happy I met Tofi. She's so sweet, so cute. Let's see. Oh, also Yuichi, welcome in. welcome in. Hello. Hope you had a good dinner. Yes, are you shwasted, my liege? Are you shwasted? I made it. Nice. Thanks for making it. What are we doing right here? Sylvie dropped off water bill. Oh no. I'm very sober. Oh, nice. Yeah, we were talking about the Tofi meetup. I didn't get to stay for too long because I had... What did I have planned? I had something at 1 o'clock. Oh, I had to go back to the artist alley to pick up extra stickers from my mama. So there was that. So like the meetup was at like 12:30 and I had to leave at like 1. So I couldn't stay for too long. And then by the time I came back, everyone had like left, you know? So that's fine though. After that, and like saying hi, like saying bye to my like SoCal friends basically. And some of my like artist friends. After saying bye to them, what did I do? Oh, I went and hung out with my friends at gaming. Yeah, and in the gaming hall. Yeah, and then also my friend, another friend of mine who had come for the hotel key, had dropped me off like boba and like a snack, which was really nice of her. So I went to hang out with my friend at gaming. We walked around for a little bit, ate a little bit of snacks, and then also in the back. Oh, that's where this was. Here, we're finally where the pictures are. Because I guess they had printed these lads standees. They're apparently height accurate, minus the little like white space underneath their feet. Like that shouldn't really be there, but if that wasn't there, they would be height accurate. And so because of that, like if you go up close, the actual like pictures are really pixelated. And then I forget what this guy's name is, but apparently he had broken, and so they had sat him down on a chair, which was really funny. Those are the husbandos of the period tracker. Yes, that is. That is the husbandos with the period tracker. And also they also have like a workout section of the app, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's okay. I'll be next year with you. Yeah. Silas. Yeah. Silas. That guy. So it was really funny that he was sitting down and his freaking ankles are broken. Yes. But other than that one, oops. Working ahead. So other than seeing these guys and eating my snacks, we got to open extra packs of the Offkai trading cards. It was so fun. We just sat there for like 30 minutes, slowly opening packs and like arranging the cards into different piles of like, oh, you have another Hazumi? Oh yeah, we put that over here. You have a Yuna? Oh yeah, put that over here. It was so fun. OMG, I want to do that. I know, it's so fun. I was like very #blessed to have friends who are staffing, I guess. And also to be there on the last day when they were like, we don't need these anymore. We already have enough for the prizes for the game tournaments, so the extras, just do with them what you will. And so we opened a bunch, and it was really fun. Yeah, the Kizuna eyes are really rare, actually. I think we managed to find 2, and then my friends claimed them each. I got the ones that I wanted, which were... Jojo, welcome! Can we get a shout out for Jojo, please? Emergency sale! Yeah! Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Dotori. I'm your local merchant NPC here to replenish you on your travels. Today, we are going over our Offkai adventure, so just sharing pictures and sharing stories from that. Welcome in. How was stream, Jojo? I think my mods are asleep. Let me shout you out myself. Joshua. Kujo. Playing P5, oh, not P3R, P5 strikers. Nice. Hope you had fun. Hello, yes, hello. Thanks for bringing your people over to my shop. If adventurers, if you don't know, Jojo is a konbini, like convenience store, like CEO, like Tenin-san, VTuber. It's really good. It's really good. So okay, wait. Yuichi's in here too. Wait. So all of the shopkeeper NPCs are in the chat today. Wait, is Yuichi still here? The 3 of us. We should all collab. We should have an ultimate shopkeeper collab. The 3 of us. Striker, welcome and hello. Good to have you. Form a union. It's so good. Form a union. Yes. Retail workers union. It's so good. We'll corner the market, exactly. We'll set prices. That'll be great. That's so funny. But anyways, yes. Sorry, what did you say? You said stream was well about to start a week stream break so I can get some rest in. I hope we can get some good rest in. Yes, thank you for rating us before your break. Yeah, if you need to go and sleep and all that and start your rest early, then please don't let me keep you. But if you want to stay and listen to stories, you may also. So I'm eating Pocky because I got snacky. Good luck with the rest of stories. Eat time. Thank you for coming. Yes, have a good EP time. Hope Offkai was well. Offkai was so good. Thank you. Yes, we're talking about my last day of Offkai. Let's see what was going on here. So yeah, after we had like cracked all the packs. All right, the ones that I wanted. They were Bogo Bogo Tomoko, Yuna and Yuki of dual leveling. I got a... What did I get? I got a Hazumi. And I think I got one more. I got one more person. Or was that it? I forget. Yeah, and then I saved a few for a few friends. I got like some unnamed. I got an Amelie. I got another Bogo Bogo Tomoko. I got like a... I ended up getting a Doki bird from my intro pack. So I'm giving those all away to friends. were you able to avoid the sickness? I was able to avoid the sickness, thankfully. Yeah, I was mostly mostly masked within the con. I did take it off to like eat my snack and whatever. And also I had food with some people. So it was a little bit of a risk. And I do know that one of those people who I was hanging out in gaming actually ended up getting COVID over that weekend. So I'm really happy that I did not get sick. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Avoiding sickness. Very important. Very important. Yes. Yeah, so that was up for gaming hall. After we had opened all the packs, I was like, okay, I should go. So left after that. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh yeah, and then I just like went and hung out with some other people. I saw my friend Fleur. I saw my friend, oh shoot, she goes by a VTuber persona now. I guess I just won't mention. See, hold on. Okay, I've been lurking, but I finished my crab soup and need sleep. I'll see you next stream. Well, happy evening, I guess. I don't know why I said that. Glad you enjoyed your soup and your snack. Thanks for joining us today. Hope to have you in future adventures. Have a good night. Yes, so after just hanging out for a little bit, ran into a bunch of new friends and old friends. Made our way down to the lobby. Oh, you know what? On our way down to the lobby, hold on, let me read this. Dotori, I'm alert today. Star Wars playing Battlefront 2 and it's really fun. Hope you had fun at Offkai. Thank you. Really appreciate. Thanks for coming by and have a good lurk. Yes, and I hope you have fun with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yes, but on our way downstairs, I don't have any pictures because Lee hasn't sent me any pictures yet. But my two friends won the auction for Phoebe's standee. If y'all know Phoebe, she's like a fairy tale themed VTuber 2.5D idol. Very cute, very good, very talented. But she had her like, I guess they were auctioning off her standee, which is super freaking tall, by the way. And so my two friends had bought it to take home and like put it in their house because they were all friends and stuff. And when I was on my way down the escalator to go to the lobby, I had seen Phoebe through the window, like sitting on a bench. And I was like, oh, I should go say hi to Phoebe. So I was already on my way to her. But then I ran into my friends who had won her auction and I was like, you guys, I know where Phoebe's sitting. We can go right now and go say hi to her. So then we all went. We surprised Phoebe with the standee. We had her like take pictures with it and stuff. We took a little family picture with Phoebe, my two friends, and the standee. Very cute, very cute. I'm glad I got to say hi to her. Yeah. And then after that, which was also really funny that the standee was super tall. Like Phoebe. I think Phoebe's a little bit taller than me, maybe. But like she would like tiptoe and really reach up and she can barely touch the top of it, you know? Like it was really, really tall and the standee didn't fold in half. It didn't fold in half. So we were like, how are you gonna take it home? How are you gonna take it home? I mean, they somehow did eventually. It is now in their living room, like, you know, with the other standees that they own, but it's just so funny. Anyways, that happened. And then I finally went up to meet up with some friends because my friend, I guess I'll just name drop a bunch of people. My friend Ying invited me to like a after party little thingy hangout. A bunch of other people were also around just because it was like post Offkai and like Guildhouse is so close, it's like a 6-minute walk away. But we had our little group. I ended up meeting a bunch of new people in that group and like all of them were so talented and so chill. I like ended up joining their friend Discord server, like just meeting new friends at this con. You know what I mean? Like that's why I had so much fun. Yeah, so they were there. Some other friends stopped by and joined us. Oh, Aqua was there. I got to hang out with Aqua. Like and have like an actual proper hangout, you know? It was really good. And then like other than our like proper hangout, we like drank together and stuff. We also had some other people pass by. Crovy was there again. I got to meet Unit without the helmet. Unit music, Zero Music. I got to meet Ship. Did I get to meet? Yeah, I did get to meet Ship. Or did I? No, I think it was. I forget. There was a lot of people. Yeah, who were in like adjacent tables and whatnot. We played a board game and then we were just like chit-chatting about music and stuff. We ended up bar hopping. Is this the last? Oh yeah, we ended up bar hopping to another bar. Again, just chit-chatting the night away. We met up at like 4, right? Like we met up at 4. We were like bar hopping and chatting until 11:30. So like a good, what is that? Over 6 hours. 7, almost 8 hours. We were just like talking. It was so good. Like the vibes were so good. Everyone's so cool. Really happy to have met a lot of like new friends. And I got really drunk on this one drink. Yes, I ended up, what did I do? Yeah, after that, here, I'll just like put it on this page, or maybe not. So after that, like, you know, just meeting, hanging out, and also somebody dropped tea that was so hot. I was like, literally my mouth was agape the whole, like, for like an hour. I was like, because each story they told was like the tea was so hot. Oh my god, it was incredible. And I get really hyper when I'm like drunk. Basically, like I get really loud. You can tell I'm drunk when I get like really loud. That I was like really annoying about it and stuff. But the tea was piping hot. Exactly, not the scalding hot tea. It was scalding hot. It was crazy. I can't get it out of my head. Anyways, we were chatting until like 11:30, and then at which point I was like, we should probably head back. And then people were like, yeah, we should probably head back. And so we're heading back. I'm heading back to the hotel to grab my backpack. I was gonna take the train to my next way home, I guess, if that makes sense, but I ended up missing the train because I thought that the trains would run until like at least midnight, but I guess like it only ran until like 11:49 or something. So Ying was like, oh, do you wanna stay where I'm staying? So I was like, okay. And so I had to stay over like on a couch, which was very funny. Thank you so much for letting me stay the night. And then I made my way home the day after. Yes. This was my haul. This is my Offkai haul. Lots of stickers, lots of ribbons actually. Nice haul, thank you. This is a secondary haul. Hold on. I got stuff from Mia. This was Bing, I think. Oh yeah, Yumemi. I also got the Yumemi trading thingy. There's my baby boy. Yeah! My Nadi's card on the right over here. Do you see Nadi's card? Hold on. I'm gonna use Sakama Baspis as my cursor. Look, it's Nadi's card, and then a baby boy. It was like a gotcha little kitty photo cards. Very happy to receive. There's Canalia's, there's Leah's stuff, there's Hiyori. Oh my god, some of my cosplay friends were cosplaying the Phase Connect girls, and I go up to her, I'm like, hi, long time no see. I give her a hug and I'm like, wait, who are you cosplaying right now? And she gives me the business card of the streamer, and I'm like, wait, do you stream? Do you stream now? You just never told me? She's like, no. I still just cosplay. I'm helping out and like cosplaying the streamer. So I was like, oh, okay. Imagine like you just like know someone forever and they just don't tell you. that they stream. Yes. Other ones. Oh, Wumbo stuff was really cute. What was that? There's the cards that I picked. Oh, also this one. I don't know what this is. Kira. I don't know if this is a streamer or if this is a mascot, but it was very cute. Secret streamer identity. Yeah, secret streamer identity. Wah. What is wah? Oh yeah, Saw Town stuff. Also, oh my god, Mist was handing out these ribbons. It says, what if you combine Utaita and VTubers and you call them YouTubers? That's so funny. So good, so good. This was the stuff that I forgot to put in my other photo. This was Mr. Sango's stickers. They're so cute. I can't wait to scrapbook with these. I can't wait to decorate. They're so cute. Oh, glad Offkai was on for you. Thank you. Sorry, Lilia. I wasn't properly catching up with YouTube comments because my OBS is a little bit jank right now. But thank you for stopping by. Yes. Aqua is over here. Unit. Oh, Sleppu. That's who I met next to Unit. Sleppu. And then, oh, Hazumi. I got to say hi, thankfully, because she was so busy throughout Offkai doing like her emceeing stuff and her industry stuff. She was working all week, basically, right? So I got to meet up with Saiken and Hazumi, like just in the morning, just to say hi. So glad I got to at least say hi to them. And then also the Saiken, if you see the Saiken card, and then I got a charm. I bought a charm at the Artist Alley, and then I guess someone had given him a bunch of these sticker sheets that they made for him, so I got to claim one. As soon as he posted about it on Twitter, I DM'd him like, Saiken, sticker, now! Yes, I was very adamant. I was like, I need a sticker right now. Where are you right now? Yeah. And then here's Yuna and Yuki's dual leveling stuff. Also super cute. Look at these ribbons. Yeah. Jenna stuff. Yeah. So that is, I think, all of my stuff. I guess I'll just kind of go over like reflections for next year. Like, I'm just really glad that I had a good experience this year and that I didn't, like, I don't know. One of my friends was saying, like, because the money is kind of drying up in the streaming space, people are taking it a little bit less seriously, like, professionally. So it felt, maybe that's why it felt a little bit less marketing, like, what do you call it? Networking-y this year. For me, I think it was just kind of like I knew more people, so it was more fun to say hi to people I knew, and it was a little bit easier to meet new people since you already kind of have an in on these conversation groups, you know? Yeah, I'm so glad I got to meet you at Offkai. Yeah, thanks for stopping me and saying hi. Yeah, so Nadi stopped me and say hi. Let's see. Also, who else did? Hey also stopped me to say hi, which is really nice. Yeah, really happy. Like, we'll properly try to hang out more next time. I did, like, that's the thing. With on-site at the con, it was not really, like, that good to properly hang out. I think a lot of the hanging out took place off-site or at the meetups. You know what I mean? So, because, like, if you're just kind of walking along, you see someone in the atrium, you say hi, and you're both kind of on your way somewhere, then it's kind of can't really stop for a good conversation. So we'll definitely try to go to more meetups next year. I'm gonna really plan out my calendar, really save like the people who are going and like mark things in my calendar. I actually saw you before I stopped you because your hat was easily identifiable. Ha! Oh, you're both busy. I see. Well, thank you for coming to say hi the second time when we were not busy. Yeah, exactly. So one thing with that too, right? I want to make like a shopping list of people to at least say hi to next year. That's my goal. So every time next year someone's like, hey, roll call for Offkai, or who's going to Offkai? I'm going to Offkai. Every time I see that, I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to make like a checklist of people to see, you know? To people to at least like try to hang out with a little bit. And then in addition to that, like you see this? Don't tell me I have a hit list ready. Exactly, my hit list. I'm coming for you. Coming for you all. I'll just say I tried to do that this year and got overwhelmed. Oh my goodness, yeah. But like a bingo board, you know? Let's see. I think the Untitled gathering like really helps because a lot of VTubers are singers. And so are therefore also Untitled, or were also involved in the Untitled space like earlier, like before they started streaming.
어서오세요.
Ahita! Welcome! Raida, welcome in everybody. Here, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Oh, Momo, can you give shout out? Thank you. Yes, welcome in Raiders. My name is Dotori. I'm your local merchant NPC here to replenish you on your travels. Here, let's go to chatting screen. Yes, welcome to Dotomart. We were just finishing up our Offkai recap stream. Let me welcome in the Raiders. Noah Side, welcome in. Oh, Sev, hi, welcome. Good to see you. Azimuth, welcome in. Dramanaut, welcome in, and thank you for the follow. Ida, of course, welcome in. Grayson, welcome in. Why does this NPC have a cool design? Oink! Thank you for the purchase. How was stream? What were you up to? Hold on, I need to see the thing. You were just chatting. What were you chatting about? Were you also having an Offkai recap? Yeah, you can see where is Ada's stuff? Yeah, right here on the. Oh, wait. Let me go back to the other window. Here, the sticker and the card that I got from Aita. 안녕하세요. 어떠세요? Yeah, we were talking about like things we would do differently for Offkai next year. Yeah, hope you had a good stream. Everybody, I know it's getting a little late, so if you need to go and like go to bed or get a drink of water or shower or whatever, then don't let me keep you. I'm really glad that you came by to say hi. Yes. I thank you for trusting me with your community. Everybody in my shop, this is a lovely vocalist. I got your sticker from Nico's. Thank you, really appreciate it. I'm so happy that some people went and picked up the sticker, because I was really concerned that my mama would have like made stickers of me and not sold anything. Because like in the end she was just like, yeah, no, it's just like an excuse to draw friends. But I'm like, no, I want you to pay your rent. So anybody who went and bought a sticker, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. It's super cute. Shower, you offend me. Like you don't get the zoomies when you come out of the shower. What a haul! I missed Artist Alley on day 3 because of car trouble. Oh no! Metaphysical Engineer, thank you for coming in from the stream. Yeah, this is a haul of not like even Artist Alley stuff. This isn't even my Artist Alley stuff. This is just ephemera and like business cards and stickers and ribbons and charms and badges that I got of friends. New friends and old friends alike. Yeah, I was really happy. Yeah, there were these ones, and then wait, where did the Tofi ones are over here, and then these ones up here. Oh, I see myself. Lovely to meet you. Yeah, you're here. I know. Thank you so much for coming up and saying hi. Cause it's like in that meetup. Cause we met at the Untitled meetup. Everyone. It's so crowded and like you don't know what people look like, so it's kind of hard to like really approach people and say hi. But Aida like recognized me first and did come up and say hi. So I was like, oh, thank you. Really lovely to meet you. Yeah, well, next year I'm gonna try to like hashtag hang out more, you know? Yeah. Speaking of that, yeah, your outfit is so cute. Thank you. Thank you. I always get compliments on that dress. Or was that dress? Oh no, I was wearing a different outfit. Yeah, thank you. It was so funny. Heji or He, another mutual, also like recognized me and said like stopped me and said hi, and she was like, "Did you like try to dress like your VTuber?" And I was like, "No, it's just how I dress." It's just how I dress. I might be outing myself a little bit, but yeah, this is just how I dress. But yeah, really cute. Oh my god, I was so embarrassed when I was in the atrium like really early in the day on Saturday. I was like taking a selfie like just so people can see what hat and like shirt I'm wearing at least, so that people can come say hi. But like some random person walking by was like, "Your outfit is cute, you look great," and I was like, thanks. But like I was like in the middle of taking a selfie. I felt like really embarrassed. So I'm just kind of like awkwardly like standing in a corner trying to take a selfie. So maybe I looked really like nervous and like really unconfident or something. And so he was like, "You look great," and I was like, thanks. Yeah. Next time I'll take the selfie before I leave the hotel room. Ah, cute. Yeah. Yeah, but next year, yeah, I want to plan more off-site hangouts with old friends and new friends alike. It'll be kind of like hard because there's so many people I want to meet and so many people I want to hang out with, but we have such limited time, you know? So definitely want to hang out with people. Another thing is like I have this idea that's I've been kind of ruminating on recently, where I really want to hang out with people who are like hell yes, you know? I don't really like, because there's so many people to hang out with, there's so many people to see, there's so limited time, and people are so busy that if you're gonna make time out of your busy weekend when everyone's in town and it's quite limited, you want to reserve the spots in your table to people who are hell yes, you know, like people who really want to hang out and not just like, whatever, sure, you know. So that's like, I don't know really how to execute that per se, but that's something that's been going through my mind. I want people who are hell yes. Because then like everyone can actually like participate and have fun and not be like distracted on their phones or something. I don't know. Yeah. The why not people are the best type to hang out with for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think you might mean like the people who show up or are down to hang. Yeah, I feel that. I'm always love people who are down to hang. I'm more so saying like they're like people who come along because they have nothing better to do, or they're just like, well, I have nowhere else to be, so I guess I'll just follow along for now, you know? Like if like you're trying to throw an event and it's gonna be kind of crowded and you want everyone who wants to participate to have fun, then you want to like basically prioritize the people who actually want to be there. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah, but I'm always heart for people who are down to hang. Next year, I 100% want to reserve that 20 time. Yeah, yes! Yeah, so I really want to arrange in advance so that I just like have some semblance of like what that looks like, so I'm not just floating around all over the place. Not that floating around isn't fun, but still, I wanna make intentional time for friends. Heart Tofi. Yes, definitely making time for Tofi next year. Hopefully not hopefully, for surezies by next year, I'm going to have a Discord server. So we're gonna try to have a small meetup, and that will be fun. And then, oh, what I was saying about my business cards. Sophia, thank you. I hope. I really try to be, you know. What was I saying? Oh, but I want to take a notebook and have a better way to organize all of this ephemera that I get. So business cards and stickers and maybe a little place for people to write little messages. I want to bring a notebook that has some sections already kind of formatted so that as I meet people, I can just slot them in, you know? I can slot in like when I met them, I can slot like have a little thing to hold their business card and their sticker. I think that'll be really fun. I've seen people use like organizational binders. So like binders with like clear plastic like sleeve thingies where you can put stickers and charms, for example. Like that's the advantage of those ones, is that the charms fit. But I really want it to be cohesive with my other scrapbooking stuff, with the rest of my scrapbooking collection. So I will probably keep it like a notebook. Squint my eyes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna keep it a notebook and maybe have like some spaces to keep my like any like Ken badges and charms that I get. I might put like a little pouch on the back or something. I don't know. We'll see. I have a year to figure it out, but we definitely want to prep some of that for next year. Ooh, I did not have business cards this year, and I ran out of the Sakamambase stickers. So next year I'm gonna print more stickers. We'll print more of the fish ones for sure because people really liked it, and then maybe some more like just face stickers. And then I want to have business cards to hand out just for like treat it like a little photo card, you know? Yeah. So that'll be fun. Let's see, what else did I write down here? Oh, something I want to try to organize, and I'm gonna talk to my organizer friends about this and ask them about what's the best way to go about it. A photo card / business card is a good way to go. Yeah, it's a good way to go. You get a good you get to put a cute illustration there, your contact info or whatever if people want to know. Also just something nice to collect, right? Yeah. It's so funny. One of my friends had like an Offkai 2025 specific sticker. I was like, ooh, that's gutsy, because that means you have to get rid of it all. Like you have to give it all away during this Offkai. You can't use old Offkai stickers like next year. Well, you can, but you know what I mean. Whatever. But what I want to do actually is I want to bring my wares and host little deco like crafting workshops for like maybe like 3 or 4 people at a time. And like prioritizing friends, maybe having some community members. I'm not quite sure how it'll work. Don't know where we're gonna sit, because like there are seating areas in the atrium, but I also kind of feel bad like hogging up all the space in a public area, and they're a little noisy. So would I be able to find like a nice little quiet corner? Would I be able to do it at a cafe that's nearby? Would I be able to do at like if other people who want to do events want to get like an extra hotel room, because I know that's something Humi did for her hotel, like her pizza party. I want to figure out those details, but I think that would be a really fun way to just like, set up an activity for friends to do and for us to hang out. Like maybe like 2-3 hour sessions, like set up an activity for us. People can have a little souvenir to take home with them. Like, I don't know, I think that would be really fun, because that's something that I really enjoy doing just with friends, like just like friends I meet, like whether I'm traveling or I'm at home, I'll like bring a bunch of wares and we'll just go to a cafe together and decorate. And I think like yeah, that's kind of my thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, they had a deco table at Offkai this year on Friday in the atrium. I think you could probably reach each other and organize something with the staff. Yeah, I'm gonna ask. I did actually talk to one of my organizer friends about maybe doing a panel about deco stuff, oshikatsu stuff at some point. That didn't really go anywhere because that's the thing, you guys. I don't oshikatsu aside from my silly little crafts, you know? Yeah. So like maybe we can like have like me talk about deco stuff. Someone else can talk about like Ita bag stuff, and someone can talk about I don't know, like we'll see what that looks like. Whether we'll do like a panel or just deco. Just deco at a cafe, wherever, right? Yeah. So that'll be all things to look forward to next year. And again, because I had so much fun this year, I am so much more motivated to prep properly for next year. And I'm gonna actually take time off at least the Friday before, if not also the Monday after, so that I don't have to like hurry. Yes, those are all the plans. Hee. So that's the end of my little presentation. What did everyone think? Was that fun? Yoisho. Okay. Yes. Pats, pats, pats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope that was enjoyable. I know I usually do slightly travel recaps during my scrapbooking streams, but I do find that the how should I say, the telling is really slow because it takes me so long to scrapbook. And so I thought, especially while the events are fresh, while I want to share it with everybody, and because it's going to take me a long time to get to that part of my scrapbook, I would tell all the stories now, have a little chatting day, and then we can catch up. We'll catch up, you guys. We're going to do it. We're going to lock in so hard to my scrapbook. We really going to do it. Hashtag we're really going to do it. Very doable, excited to see what could happen. Yeah. I mean, I know that I will have friends who are interested in joining at Deco Time. You know? I will have to make okay, how should I do this? Why don't you, everybody give me a little bit of feedback. Hashtag we're really gonna do it, exactly. Can you give me a little bit of feedback? How long should the little deco day be? Because I'm thinking maybe like 1 or 2 slots per day. And that sounds like fairly reasonable to me. And that'll give me enough time to walk around the con and also enough time to see like a decent number of people. But if I'm limiting it to like maybe 3 or 4 people per session, then it's still like fairly limited, you know? And also, I don't know if people will want to take out so much of their con time to do like an on-off con activity with me. I don't know. So I'm gonna I guess I'll see what the interest is in my future Discord server, what the interest might be on like Twitter. I don't really know if I'm gonna like spread it too much on Twitter. I will be maybe like DMing some mutuals who I want to meet up with more. Yeah, particularly out-of-state friends, you know? Yeah, which most people are, so I would say yeah, leave it in the Discord. Yeah, I will try. I think yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But my question was actually how long should the sessions be? Like, how long should I plan for them to be? Because the deco days that I have at cafes with my friends are like pretty long because we just sit there decorating one card after another if we're already done. Like, you know. And for me, it takes me a really long time to decorate something because I overthink things too much. And so it'll take me like a good 2 or 3 hours. Mostly 2. Yeah, 3 hours if it's like on stream. But like 2 hours, is that too long for that kind of workshop? Should I limit it to like an hour and a half? Maybe like an hour and a half and then 30 minutes between sessions so I have time to like clean up and people can have time to finish, maybe? I think that sounds reasonable because an hour is a little bit rushed, not gonna lie. Hour is a little rushed. Yeah, I would leave it in the Discord and kind of see the interest because there's a chance the interest could be higher than expected. It depends on the level of interest IMO. That's true. Yeah, I'm thinking also maybe have them in like the mornings because in the evenings people want to go out to dinner and people want to watch the live and whatnot. So I'll try to find time during the day so that people can make it. Yeah, maybe like 1 in the morning for people who are hoteling, and then the people who are staying at Airbnbs and stuff who are going to be coming in a little bit later can come in a little bit later. I don't know. But yes, these are my grand plans. Thank you for the care package, Meta. Thank you. I'm going to take a sip of my water. I'm going to get up and stretch. Let's stand up and stretch. Wait. Okay. Everybody settle into your seats. Water your plants, water yourself, water your streamer. Yes. Thank you for watering us. Yeah, I feel like real talk with y'all, like everyone that I met at Offkai was so driven and so like talented and skilled and wonderful. Not you, welcome. Thanks for the purchase. Hope you had safe and fun travels. I went to Offkai for 1 day. Oh, really? See what I mean? Like next time I can announce like a gathering and we can you can have like meet and greet time if you wanted to, you know? Hope the potion is water. Thank you for the purchases. Yes, I will need to restock on my potions soon. See, yeah, everyone is like so hardworking. There's music producers and just like vocalists who have been singing for 8 years, and like streamers who just work so hard to make their community happy and like organize community events and make merch and do all this stuff that I don't do. And I know that I'm like a pretty casual streamer and everyone's pretty okay with it, but I feel like I do have fun here, you know, and I do want to pay more, like invest a little bit more of my energy and time into this place. And especially like with making a Discord server, really try to focus on cultivating more of a community here. Because like we have our regulars, we have our semi-regulars, we have, you know, everyone kind of like knows each other, and even if I stream super infrequently, people still come by, which I really appreciate. And I feel like I want to like, you know, just like make it a more fun place for everybody, you know, and hopefully by doing that it'll make it a more fun place for me as well. Sambara, thank you for bringing in your party. Hello adventurers, my name is Dotori. I'm your local merchant NPC here to replenish you on your travels. Welcome to Dotomart. Yes. Those emotes are so cute. Let me welcome everybody in. Sambara, welcome. Joker, welcome. Cheese Wizard, welcome. It's Kanra, welcome. It's Astra, welcome. Hello, your model sources. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. It's Astra. Thank you. These emotes are so cute. It's Kanra, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I like that you have matching usernames. Yeah, we just got done talking about Offkai and stuff. Can we get a shout out for Sambra Gaming? Aisa! Cheese Wizard, thank you for joining the party. Joker, thanks for joining the party. Wow, it's a big party in here today. I hear. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Sambra, thank you for joining the party. Really appreciate it. Oh, you were also just chatting. Oh, you're so pretty. Hello. Striker, thank you for the purchase. Welcome, Raiders. Yes. What were you chatting about? We just got done reviewing photos and stuff from our Offkai trip, and we're talking about, like, you know, takeaways and reflections and stuff like that. We'll probably also end in like a little bit. But we'll go on for a little bit longer. Maybe like 11 we'll stop. Thank you for coming in. Quickly purchasing a potion. My fellow droids need some edge to win this match. Yeah, gaming. Let's go. Let's go, gamers. Help you win. Cheese Wizard. Oh my god, those birds are so cute. Are those Sambra's emotes? They are. That's so cute. Oh, my PC streaming VTuber corpse, all of the stuff. Hey, let's go, let's go. Chit-chat. I mean, we were also kind of chit-chatting about, like, streaming in general. I was kind of saying how, like, as a small streamer, I really want to, like, the goal isn't to, like, grow the numbers necessarily, but to grow, like cultivate a tight-knit, cozy community. You know, and so I think we've gotten started by the fact that everyone, mostly everyone who watches me, just is like here for cozy vibes and likes crafting and likes stickers and stuff and think that's all fun, you know. So it's like we have the basis for what we can do in like a Discord server. I'm all in for cozy community. Yeah, I like the vibes. Yeah, thank you. If you like the vibes here, you'll really like the vibes with my two. Okay, like people say my vibes are cozy, but like you really don't know cozy until you've seen Tofi. I'm sorry, Tofi. I know you don't like being called out, but I'm gonna shout you out. Shout out, Tofi. And then I'm also gonna shout out Hyacinth. Yes, I think Hyacinth may actually still be streaming, but if you like cozy vibes, like way more cozy than even this, check them out, please. They're so good. My loves. Yes, I'm like, anyways, yeah. They're so good. They're so good. Topi does like music and also like chatting streams and some gaming streams and whatnot. And then Hyacinth does mostly co-working streams and also some like reading, like soothing voice, lovely accent. Ah, they're so good. Fangirling over my friends. They're so good. I'll check them out if they stream soon. Yeah! Yeah, I think Hyacinth may or may not still be on her karaoke stream. She's doing a charity event this weekend, yeah. Is she still streaming? It doesn't look like it. Oh, I don't like that. Can I just mute? Okay. Is there a setting to turn off the autoplay for streams on Twitch? I really don't like them. But it looks like... Oh, maybe she's stopped. Okay, maybe she's... Oh, no, she's still going. Yeah. Hyacinth is still going. She must be like, what the heck? Who shouted me out? Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, we're talking about streamers. Yeah. Speaking of which, of all that, right? Before we go on, from Sambara and all of our new adventures, if you need to go and rest because it is getting a little bit late, then please don't let me keep you. You may go return to your adventures whenever you like. Lovely to have you here, and thank you for trusting me with the community. Sambara Gaming. Let me give you a follow. Do. Yeah. Thank you for the purchase. Lala. What was I saying? Oh, right, streaming. Yeah. So that's, I've been thinking a lot about that. And I've also been thinking a lot about like, have a wonderful night. Thank you. Have a wonderful night yourself. Have a good night. Big heart with my hands. I've been thinking about work. How should I say it? I've been thinking about effort, I guess. Oh yes, there's daily check-ins, everybody. Make sure you check in your stamp card. I've been thinking about effort and the fact that I do spend a lot of time like needing to rot, if that makes sense. But I'll like be on my phone or be watching anime or like be reading webtoons or just like scrolling or watching random things on YouTube and not doing things that are restful, basically, right? But I really want to how should I explain this? Speaking of work, I must rest for now. Good night, everyone. Good night! Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the raid again. Yeah, so I've been thinking about effort and how I can redirect my effort into doing things that I actually want to do. And also thinking about how much time and energy I want to invest into streaming and whatnot. I think what I've decided is that like developing skills is a very enjoyable process. And so, and like the whole reason I started streaming really is so that I can start to like develop some of these skills. So for example, extemporaneous speaking, like project management, like just trying something new and like meeting new people. So why don't I try to push that as far as I can? Like, well, come and like co-work and co-craft and stuff, and that's very motivating for me to get stuff done. But I also want to be investing more into making this space a nicer place to be. So that includes keeping my stream assets updated, working on personal projects. What else? Setting up the Discord server and maintaining more of like a community. Yeah, I've been reading a lot of books about it. It's still hard. Wow. About what? Like redirecting effort and stuff like that. That's cool though. Indeed, reading is something I need to get to. I have a bingo list for the year of 2025. Twitch project management skills for Twitch is so real. Yeah, it really is. It really, really is. That's something that like even friends who are not like super talents in like music or whatever, they're still awesome streamers, particularly because of their like project management skills and also their people skills, of course. But they can do really cool things because they lock into their projects, you know, and I want to do that. Yeah. Okay. On my bingo card this year is spend 1 week offline, which is gonna be so hard. Try a new recipe, which we can do on stream, and finish a book. Yes, which maybe not shamefully, but slightly shamefully, I have not read a book all year. I read several last year, but this year none yet. So I'm gonna lock in. I already know which book I want to read. You totally can. Thank you. Thank you. I started a project and it's so hard to stay on track. It is. It really is. Especially when those things involve like learning new skills or doing something that you're not confident in, like singing, you know? Yeah, 1 week offline is crazy. I know. But like I've done it before. I can do it again, you know? Such a mood. We all want to do that. I believe in you. You seem lovely. Oh, thank you, Conrad. Thank you for making your way to us. It's really lovely to meet you. Yeah. What's it called? Yeah, no, 1 week offline, mostly from social media. Particularly from social media. I may come by on Twitch or something, but 1 week offline equals 1 week off social media, essentially. And like off of online entertainment. So that means podcasts, that means YouTube, that means like Crunchyroll, I guess. Trying to do more analog things of leisure. Yeah, so because I did that during grad school. During my grad school years, I was completely off social media, like completely off social media, and it was really good, you know. It was a really good time. And then after, like during COVID, basically I came back on, and now I spend too much time on Twitter, so I need to remedy that for sure. Anyways, I was saying about like, so I'm gonna wrap up my thoughts, I swear. I keep getting sidetracked, but like I just like, you know, we all want to live lives where we can improve ourselves and just like live life to the fullest and be your best self. And I feel like I haven't been doing that for myself, you know. I feel like, and I was talking to a friend about this earlier this week, that I'm very prone to dooming and prone to envy, right? So I'm very like prone to feeling sorry for myself about why don't I have this thing, why am I not pretty like her, why am I not talented like her, why do I blah 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 blah, and I can just like sit there feeling sorry for myself, and it's so unhelpful. And so like part of the maturing process for me was really learning to let go of that kind of thing faster, because it's still gonna happen, right? No matter how much you get good at it, the thoughts will still creep up, but it's about like redirecting them faster and faster until you can do it like almost instantly, you know. Obviously it kind of depends on your overall mood, right? If you're kind of in a depressive episode, then it's gonna be hard to do that in the first place. But that's kind of part of what my journal has been really helpful with as well. Getting back into my journal has been a really good thing for me these last few months. These last few weeks especially, because I've been more structured with my journal. Yeah, they come up, you just gotta whack-a-mole them. Yeah, whack-a-mole them, or just kind of like wash them away with the hose, you know? Wash them away, yeah. Yeah. Another little thing, not as deep a topic. Another thing I've been thinking about in here within Dotomart is that I noticed that a lot of other streamers, like part of the fun of that community is like the memes and the in-jokes. You know what I mean? Like with like Tomoko, for example, Boko Boko Tomoko. Don't know where it came from, but she calls her followers like the piss gang. Where did that come from? Why are they piss gang? But then at the live, everyone, oh my god, I didn't even tell that in the story. In Boko Boko Tomoko's set, everyone like had their yellow light sticks up and they were shouting like piss 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 as she was introing the set and ending her set. Everyone was like piss piss piss. I was like, why? But that's so funny. Yeah, it's funny when they pop up. It is. Yeah. That's hilarious. I know, that's hilarious. And like obviously in other communities as well, there's so many little in-jokes and stuff, like maybe little moments that were memorable, etc, etc. And I feel like I don't really have any of that here, right? I've been streaming like on and off, but more consistently recently, but for like at least 2 years now. How have we not developed any in-jokes? And I feel like it's because I'm just a really like not funny, very serious person, if that makes sense. Like people will make jokes and I'll try to understand them literally and not like get it, and then it falls flat and I'm like, I'm so sorry. But like, you know, memes are fun, that kind of thing. I guess one kind of meme that we have is the like Momo let me in, you know, the like the Momo like staring through the window. That's like a kind of meme we have here. Yeah, exactly. Also, we got pushed back, but we bounced back and we just won the match. So we ball. Hey, we ball. Let's go. Yay. Hee. Congrats on winning. Shadow Wolf Pack Leader. Hello, welcome, and thank you for the first time chat. Memes are fuel of the soul. They are. No, I get that though. In my experience, I feel like I need to be more chaotic, which I can't be. No, literally, exactly. And that's the thing too, like, I know you don't need to be chaotic, because clearly the other, like the cozy streamers that I follow are not super chaotic, but they develop their own in jokes and their own little, like, you know, like motifs and stuff like that, you know? Good night, gotta go. Have a good night, Cheese. Thank you for coming by. And thank you for joining the party today. Hope you see you next time. Bye-bye. Yeah, no, it's hard out here. It's hard out here for a non-funny girly. Yeah. I feel like I can be more like unhinged in person, but like that's another thing. That kind of thing only like the jokey side of me really only comes out in conversation, if that makes sense. Not when I'm like monologuing at you. But we'll see. We'll see how that evolves. Yeah, but basically from now on, I'm gonna be embracing memes. Handshake? Handshake. Yeah. Yeah. Embrace memes. Alright. Nods. Hell yeah, memes. Yeah! Yes, I have a lot of streams in my backlog. I have like a little sticky note where I keep all of my stuff. So we need to finish sticker organization firstly. We need to do more FF14 mayhaps. I might have actually take a pause to that because because I've been playing Fantasy Life. I may have to pause 14 for a little bit. I have a few craft things that I want to do. We need to set up a Discord server, so maybe we can just like do that on a chatting stream and set that up while we're on stream, and then people can put in like feedback about what channels do you want and stuff like that. So that can be fun. Ooh, set up custom fishing. Okay, so wait, does fishing work over here? Can I fish over here? What's wrong with my fish? My fish is broken, you guys. What's wrong with fish? Okay, I'll fix it next time. Yeah, but I don't fish, it's broken, yeah. I'll try to diagnose the fish. Yeah, I know. Some fish. Hello, welcome. Thank you for trying to diagnose our fish. It's because our lake is drained. See, okay, if our lake is drained, we're gonna set up some custom fishing. So this is what my friend did, where she put a bunch of her friends into her fishing app, like into her lake, so that if you fish, you can have a custom fish of like for example, if you can fish up Sakabambasvis, right? If you can, like, wait, where's my, where's my, here we go. If you can fish up Sakabambasvis from the lake, how cool is that, you know? Yeah, glue and duct tape, that's the solution. Yeah, I'm gonna have to glue and duct tape that later. So that'll be fun. I'm a fish for slime. Yeah, we can fish for slimes. Exactly. So we can set up little things like that. So that'll be really fun. So I'm gonna take some time to do that at some point. Also, like, low-key, I haven't finished it. I'm not caught up, but I feel like maybe one of my podcasts right now, one of the guys might have left the show or something. I can't say for sure because I haven't listened to it yet, but past their like 10th anniversary, suddenly it was like one guy and then some other guy, and I was like, wait, did Did the guy leave the show? What's going on? What's going on over here? So I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. But if like for somehow the show ended, or like the guy I liked isn't in the show anymore, then I might make like a little homage craft deco thing. That's another thing that's on my craft list. Yes. Oh, I also wanted to go through and make my anime list. My anime list. Yeah. Because I've been procrastinating on that for a really long time. Yeah. But I think the priorities are gonna be probably Discord server, sticker organization, and then we like really want to get into scrapbook streaming, scrapbook stream. So we want to do it more regularly. So basically, right, for the last few months, I've been streaming about once a week. I know Momo's locked in, very I heard scrapbook. Yeah. I want to lock in, right? If we're gonna do it, we might as well do it on stream. You know what I mean? And hang out. You should hang out. Yeah, we should hang out more. So basically, I'm gonna try to have more streams. Essentially, I'm gonna give myself one weekday weekend, like week evening to rot. If I need a rot, I can do it on that evening, right? Or if I need to do like, maybe, or I don't know. We'll see how it works. Maybe one day for rot and one day for chores if I need to. But the other days, if I don't have something planned, I want to be doing something that's more meaningful. If it's not, whether it's streaming or recording or learning something, like I just want to make more use of my free time, right? So that's kind of my manifestation of going forward in my evenings. Yeah. So wish me luck. Thanks for going on this journey with me. Today's stream was a little bit long. Yeah, so glad to have you all here to go for the ride. Yeah. Good luck. Thank you. Really gonna lock in, and that's like part of it really is like, get off your dang phone. Get off your darn phone and do something fun, you know? Yeah. Good luck. We'll look forward to the future. Thank you. Part of it is also I need to rearrange my furniture to be more conducive to crafting streams, because right now it's like it's so far to reach everything. It's really not ideal. Yeah. Anyways, cool. So that's my spiel, everybody. That's my talk. Yes. All right. We will say goodbye to the YouTube stream. Actually, I can just end stream really easily. Okay, everyone say bye, YouTube. Bye bye. And then we can go raid out on Twitch. Bye bye, YouTube. Yeah. So basically, like, no one is really on YouTube right now, but if some of my friends prefer to see it on YouTube, it's there for them, basically. Also, let me know if I've been dropping any frames. Okay, 3, 2, 1, bye YouTube, bye bye. End. Nice.